with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. I'm your host, John Marks. Good morning, everybody. If you're listening to the program, because this just isn't a radio show anymore. This is a digital sports monster, similar to Pat McAfee. But if you listen, thank you. 97.5 FM on the Fanatic app. If you're watching live on YouTube, hello. Good morning. We say good morning to Mr. Ray Dunn. Morning, Raymond.
Good morning,
Ray.
Johnny. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Good morning, Sean Brace.
Great to be with you, and hopefully everybody tuned in yesterday and got a little bit of a history lesson on why Michael Jordan went down as officially the GOAT.
I would say no.
It was my honor to win that argument in his favor, the Lord Greatness that he is.
I'll say this.
Michael Jordan.
This is bad. This is very, very bad.
I will say this, that the debate, if more people believe Jordan's the GOAT, that is fine. We will revisit this debate, even though I promised that would be the last time anybody ever discusses it. Because if LeBron wins another championship, like coming to Philadelphia and going 4 franchises, 4 championships, not just being a part of it. That's the problem. When I hear people say about LeBron, oh, he's just chasing a ring, you're acting like that he's not the main reason why you're winning a ring. And LeBron would be the main reason why you would win a ring here in Philadelphia. Everywhere he's went, that's why they win a ring, because of LeBron. Anyway, so we'll revisit it.
Oh, yeah. No,
a year, 2 years.
Hey, look, there's a lot of LeBron discussion going on right now, and a lot that is revolving around the 76ers.
And look at that Rat Windhorst, who is, and he's up on the TV right now. Yeah, boo to Windhorst, who's like, the vibes aren't Philly. We have Bob Myers. We're going to talk about Bob Myers in a second. It's amazing the transformation of the 76ers from just a couple, not even, I don't know if weeks is accurate. What, 2 months? Since Daryl Morey and Elton Brand are hugging, like, we saved our jobs, thank God. And now they're, but anyway, Ray, here, what am I playing again? I don't even remember.
Oh, the vibes.
Oh, the vibes. So here's Windhorst on ESPN talking about the 76ers and LeBron.
Here's what makes me nervous, and tell me if I should be. We ran a poll. Do you expect LeBron to come back? Everyone
All right, pause
does.
it. This is Cleveland, ESPN Cleveland. So ESPN radio station in Cleveland, whatever show it is, that's where Windhorst is on.
Everyone
of course,
does.
because it's the vibe.
But it worries, Brian. You know me. I'm a paranoid Cleveland sports fan.
Rightfully. Yeah, rightfully. And look, I think it would be flat out weird to see him playing in Philadelphia. I'm sorry. The vibe is off with that. The vibe feels right with Cleveland. The vibe feels right with Miami. But it's just a vibe. It's not anything that he has actually said publicly or to anybody that I've talked to. The people that I've talked to are all basing it on vibes. I know Rich Paul probably knows exactly what he's going to do, but even Rich is playing the game. He's out there talking about 10 teams like LeBron is considering all of them. Come on.
All right, so I think sometimes you're so knee deep in it you can't see clearly, and of course everybody in Cleveland's going to say LeBron's coming back because everybody else is saying LeBron's going back, and he's from there and he comes back and it's a great story. Let me be the first to say this: LeBron going back to Cleveland is not a great story. He's already been there twice. He won a championship. He saved the franchise, didn't win a championship, went back and won championships. Him going back now is boring. Unless it's the final year of LeBron, I'm more of a coach than a player anymore. No, he wants to win a championship. The best story is for him to go to Philadelphia, a franchise that's dead. It would be 44 years. Next year, when they award the Larry O'Brien Trophy again, it'll be 44 years since the 76ers last won a championship. That's almost 50 years. That's almost impossible. And LeBron James, the best story, the vibes are him going back to Cleveland. The best vibes and the best story. And if LeBron truly wants greatness, he left Cleveland. He left Miami. If he truly wants greatness, going back to Cleveland is such an ordinary move. Is that what champions do? Or do champions say, you know what? I can get a championship with a 4th franchise, and then I am cemented past Jordan. So all this crap about, he's going back to Cleveland. Why would he go to Sixers? It'd be weird. It would be weird. That's what makes it such a great story. LeBron wearing a 76ers jersey? That would be awesome.
Yeah, I agree. And I know that we're home, and that's why we'll have maybe a little bit of bias for some if they're tuning in right now, the same way that our reaction to Windhorst talking to a Cleveland sports radio station where he's from. yes, the vibe would be weird seeing him playing for the 76ers, just like the vibe would be weird seeing Jaylen Brown suiting up for the Sixers after 10 years with the Celtics. I'm not here to argue that, but what I would tell Windhorst is it's not like Shaquille O'Neal played for 6 teams. Like,
Right.
okay, these guys move on.
Was it weird to see LeBron in a Lakers jersey when he first happened? Yes. I mean, it fit him, but it was weird.
Yeah, it was.
If LeBron goes to Golden State, that's not going to be weird to see him in. Yeah.
That's a great point. It's
They're
the
all weird.
same thing. It is the same thing. I guess like going back to Cleveland to close off the career where it started, I can understand it
I
from
get it.
like a Disney movie perspective. I can get it. But dude, that's not what he should be about at this point in time. LeBron James is too damn good at this point in his career not to be chasing a title. Now, could he get some stuff going in Cleveland? I guess. But his best shot to win that 5th title is right here in Philadelphia. That should be paramount. That should be number 1 for LeBron James, and that's what Bob Myers was trying to convey to him.
Took the words out of my mouth, Ray. We have a guy that sees the prize, and it's not complicated. If we see that it's the best shot for LeBron, certainly Bob Myers knows that. But to go on with Rich Paul and announce it to the world was just like the complaints. Who was it yesterday? What NBA player was it yesterday? Was it Austin Rivers?
Austin Rivers.
Yeah, ripping Rich Paul for having the show with Max Kellerman and bringing on Bob Myers. No, not only is it genius for Rich Paul, it's genius for Bob Myers to go on and sit in the middle and come off as being the smartest, well-spoken of the two. And they're all well-spoken. They're both all three are very intelligent. Bob Myers sat there and he vibed with them. And it felt natural. And you came away watching that being like, damn, he's good. He's good. When they first hired him, Matt Nahagian, our old program director, who he's been out in San Francisco now for 10 years, right around 10 years, and flagship station of the Warriors. And he texted me, he said, there's not a better guy than Bob Myers. That just, like, gets it. Just gets it. Gets the dynamic with the media, gets the dynamic with the fans, is really smart, is genuine. He's not a snake oil salesman like your boy Bernard was trying to
we need to
portray him.
we got to hear from Bernard. He's got to call in. He's back from the honeymoon.
Text him.
Yeah, we got to get him on the air. Sam is
Group
out.
text him.
Sam is out in Vegas. Just to let everyone know, make sure you follow Sam for all your summer league action. Sixers, do they play tonight? I think they have a game today. As a matter of fact, you're not missing much. That roster.
We'll get him on tomorrow.
The Sixers summer league team is rough, but yeah, we'll get Sam from Vegas. But Sean, he's got a lot to say because he was out there on an island forever. But yeah, he needs to come back and back to the table and talk a little bit more about Bob Myers because he's proved his worth.
So Ray asked this question, and we'll play some sound from him coming up. But Ray asked the question, and I think my response was, well, I feel like everybody's going to have the same answer. But this is the best, if you think about this, and I should have Googled the date. But whenever the Sixers beat the Celtics and they won that series, and there's John Clark, I think, took the video or the picture of Elton Brand and Daryl Morey hugging and weeping. And essentially, what a relief. We just beat the Celtics. It doesn't matter what happens from here. We saved our jobs. Right? Didn't it feel like that? Right? Did it feel like that at the time that it was like, well, they saved their jobs?
Yep, you close the Zillow tab on your computer and you say, we're not moving this offseason, honey.
Nope. And then they got swept. Now, if they lose in 6 games, does Morey still lose his job? Probably. Maybe. We don't. I mean, I don't know.
Getting blown out by a 30 at home, game 4.
Yeah.
With Knicks fans taking over the arena.
You know, in Rudy, when I don't know his name in the movie, the janitor Charles S. Dutton from Rock.
The Rock, yeah, Rock.
When I don't even remember when he got the sack, he gave like a and then he like walked away.
Yeah.
That's Bob Myers when they got swept to the Knicks. He's like, now I can fire this dumbass. And they did.
Oh, God,
but you think about that. So that's where we were. Now look at it. Bob Myers is on a podcast with Rich Paul and Max Kellerman, just vibing, just riffing, talking about everything.
Those are the vibes I like.
Man,
I mean,
and
again, like we have 4-time NBA champion here.
Gansey manages to trade Jaylen Brown. You got rid of a bad contract, and you didn't give up much otherwise. Is this really happening right here? They're going to figure out what to do with Embiid, and they're not taking his crap anymore, which I absolutely love. They've set a tone for the organization. This is the best I've felt about the 76ers, and it's only, 6 weeks? It's the best I felt about the 76ers since when? We'll start off with that. That's for the text line. That's for the phone lines. That's for the YouTube chat, 610-632-0975. And that is for the phone line, 610-632-0975. This is the best I felt about the 76ers, and I have an answer.
Ooh.
I'm not going to give it. That's a tease. We want to hear yours, Sean, Ray, and yours. Also coming up, when Bob Myers was on with Rich Paul and Max, he said that this is the most talented team that Joel Embiid has been on. 610-632-0975. We'll play that for you. We'll get your reaction. It's Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Kincade.
He's had surgeries. He's been injured. At least in this offseason, he's actually healthy. Which, if you're not healthy in the offseason, coming into camp, you take any player. You're behind the eight ball. You have a surgery, and look, some guys have an upper body and they get there. But if you have a lower body surgery and head into camp, camp is so much more important than people think. If you show up in camp unhealthy, it just sets everything. You miss
or even
all
not
those,
in shape now.
Not in shape.
Yeah.
But if Joel, which he's look, I think he's more motivated. It's going to be the most LeBron or no LeBron, the most talented team he's ever had. So if he wants to have a chance, and he's motivated now, this is the time.
Yeah, it didn't seem like they're trading Embiid after listening to that. Not that they couldn't, but like they said it again. Did Gansey say that before, or is that just Bob Myers saying it again about showing up in shape?
Bob Myers said it, I'm pretty sure.
He said that before,
that was
too.
The Morey fired press conference where he said that.
Okay. So, yeah, so they have the same strategy. And they're saying it publicly, which means they've obviously said it to Joel, but they're talking a lot about it. It's like, even he's not coming out and directly taking a shot, but he's mentioning it for a reason. That, hey, like, yes, showing up to – can you play that part again, Ray? I want to hear that again. Where he's talking about, which is clearly he's not coming into camp in shape. He's trying to get himself in shape in camp, which is unacceptable. And I'm glad Bob Myers is putting his foot down and setting the tone and saying that's unacceptable. Because you can't. Because everybody on that team should be coming in great shape. Believe me, I understand. You win a championship, you come back the following year, you're fat, you're not trying as hard in the offseason because, hey, you just won a championship, right? All right. Well, like, all of these years, Joel Embiid should be so motivated, Sean.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what are we doing? But you have it right? Here's the Bob Myers part.
You have a surgery, and look, some guys have an upper body and they get there. But if you have a lower body surgery and head into camp is so much more important than people think. If you show up in camp unhealthy, it just sets everything. You miss
We're even not in shape now.
You're not in shape. Yeah. But if Joel, I think he's more motivated. It's going to be the LeBron or no LeBron, the most talented team he's ever had. So if he wants to have a chance, and he's motivated now, this is the time.
Yeah, so when Bob talked, and the last time if you remember the show, the last time he was talking about this, I had said, that's how you get Joel Embiid to be his best. You need somebody to motivate you.
Correct.
Daryl Morey arranged James Harden's partying schedule. Like, he was just like, all right, when do we get a practice, James? When are you going to Vegas again? All right, we're in OKC. All right, you guys don't have to work the next day. We don't have to do shoot around the next day. Literally, that was Daryl Morey. And Bob Myers isn't taking Joel Embiid's crap.
I do want to say this, that I will come over to your side of the aisle and make LeBron James the king of all kings, the best in all sports. I don't care. You name it. If he goes back to Cleveland and wins the title with James Harden. If he wins the title with James Harden, that's it. That's the.
So that's it. They didn't sign him yet,
I
right?
know, but it seems like that's where he's going to end up.
Unless Bron says no thank you. Does Bron want to play with James Harden?
I forget who said it. I saw it online. It might have been Windhorst again, that there was nobody on the roster he did not want to play with.
Okay.
Which I don't know how to take that. If they're assuming James Harden is there, does he count to that? Does he not count to that? But I've also had that thought. LeBron James in a legacy cementing time of his career and James Harden in any day of James Harden's existence don't exactly seem to be the same page.
Yeah, but you know what, though? When Harden was here, didn't Embiid win the scoring title?
Won MVP.
He won MVP. Yeah, like, James Harden's a good player. It's just we know how it ends with James Harden. Really, they're going to win a championship with James Harden on that team? Being a major contributor? I don't see it.
I love the fact that Joel Embiid won back-to-back scoring titles, 2 consecutive in a row. Unbelievable.
Really is.
Doesn't really get discussed enough because of what takes place with the team itself. But for all those naysayers out there, 30 and 33 back-to-back, yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so this is the best I felt about the Sixers since the Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris year where they traded for him. That was a really, really good team. Redick was on there. That was a really, really good team. Joel was younger. He was healthier. Ben was Ben. I thought they were going to win.
I thought they were going to win, too. No, I'll tell you what. Yeah.
That was a good team.
It was a good team.
That was a really good team.
There was a lot to like. But, it didn't come together.
That's the last time I felt this good about the Sixers. And by the way, just let me say this. It's not because of what I think they can do this season. It's because I know they're headed in the right direction because they have the right people running the team. They're going to make a run here. Bob Myers isn't coming to Philadelphia and they're going to keep losing in the second round. Sorry. That's not how he operates. I just don't believe successful people stop being successful. You figure out a way to do it.
I got it for you.
All right.
It's the best that I've felt since the Eastern Conference first round, Game 6, where your team, your town, Philadelphia 76ers won 79-78 back in 2012 against the Chicago Bulls with Evan Turner and Andre Iguodala standing up in front of Matt Cord, everybody going
on
crazy.
The table.
Yes. Spencer Hawes, Elton Brand getting minutes.
Oh, I used to love Spencer Hall shooting threes. That was before big guys really started taking threes.
How about this bench? Thad Young, Lou Williams, Jody Meeks.
I could go for those three right now.
And does anybody remember Xavier Silas?
No. Ray? I don't remember. Is it number 0?
He got 0 minutes, but he's listed on the box score. I don't recall him at all. But the starting 5, E.T., Drew Holiday, Andre, Spencer, and E.B.
Yeah, but I hated that team.
But still, that team made me smile. Now, I'm having a little fun. There were definitely some laughs and some belief over the years with Ben and JoJo. I'm with you there. There were some, dude, I enjoyed a lot. I'm a regular season guy. I like regular season basketball. I like when the Sixers are good during the regular season. That's why I'm going to love the hell out of this upcoming season with something new. Bob Myers at the top, Gansey, of course, Jaylen Brown, all the new pieces that they're putting into the equation.
Four-time NBA champion.
You're damn right. Say it louder,
So
Josh.
what's your answer?
I'm telling you, my answer is 2000. That was such a fun run. It was. Came out of nowhere. This team wasn't good, and they beat the Chicago Bulls, and everybody tried.
Without Derrick Rose,
I get it.
I couldn't disagree with you more about feeling great about the team.
I felt good about that team. That was when it was before the tanking, before all that.
Yeah,
that
it was the
stank.
reason they tanked is because they had that team and they won a series
yeah.
because Derrick Rose was hurt.
And the great move that was. We've been dealing with this voodoo since.
That was Doug Collins' first year before they hated him. They were coming off Eddie Jordan. Doug Collins that first year, it was such a poorly coached team with Eddie Jordan. They were trying to run the Princeton offense. Doug Collins doesn't have an offense. He's like Larry Brown. They're playing defense and they're doing this and doing that. And the first year, those guys bought in because Doug Collins was a pro coach and Eddie Jordan was like they were rolling their eyes at him. And then they hate Doug Collins after a year. They're like, screw this guy.
35-31 and to pull off a first-round upset over the Chicago Bulls. Yeah, I had a blast. I had a lot of fun. It was a good time.
I didn't because I didn't like Iguodala. And who else was on that team? Did you mention? E.T. Oh, my God. I hated Evan Turner.
He hates us.
I know. Good.
What's
Good.
that all about?
Because we were mean to him, right?
Yeah. If you're the second overall pick, maybe play like one.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
And it was not a good draft.
He was a good college basketball player, but you knew darn well he wasn't.
He was
good.
a senior, wasn't he, when he got drafted?
You
could have taken DeMarcus Cousins, and there's a reason why they didn't take DeMarcus Cousins. They're afraid about him.
always take a Kentucky player. But yeah, Drew Holiday. There's a guy you could like.
Love Drew Holiday. All right.
Still in the league and playing at a high level.
Making a lot of money. Ray, what's your answer?
My answer to this is probably the fourth quarter of Game 6 in 2023 against the Celtics. That was, for me, they were up. They had the 3-2 series lead. I believe they went into that day as betting title favorites for the NBA. And you looked at the path, and you're like, oh, yeah, Miami, sure, yeah, we'll take the Heat in the next round. Come get my MVP. We got Embiid. The Harden thing was still nice. He had 2 40-point games. He had won you 2 games in that series. You were feeling good about that. And on the other side, I think it was the Nuggets and the Lakers that were still hanging around for the Western Conference Finals at that point that year. And it was like, all right, you can get past the Heat, and then maybe we'll get a Joel Jokic Finals, and we'll really get to see something. I was feeling great. I went into that game on top of the world. I watched that Game 6 with a Celtics fan thinking I was going to finally have the upper hand after all those years in the back and forth. And then, obviously, what happened in that fourth quarter transpired.
I don't even remember how I felt going in, honestly. I know how I felt afterwards, which was, the same team. Who's Embiid blaming this time? Who did he blame after that one? Did they need to get tougher? Oh, that was when they lost to the Heat.
No. P.J. Tucker was on that team. Yeah. That was Harden got blamed for that one because Daryl Morey became a liar, and
that's right.
Yeah, all that played out after.
Well, and Harden didn't take shots. No, Embiid didn't have a good Game 7, and Harden didn't even shoot the ball.
And Harden didn't shoot the ball at the end. They didn't get the ball to Embiid at the end of Game 6. Harden wasn't shooting.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah, disaster.
Does Jaylen Brown change anything with Joel Embiid? Does he, because he's coming from a winning environment, because he's been over the mountaintop? No, it's still Joel Embiid's ways, and you don't think he's going to change. Now, let me ask you the same question. Does Bob Myers change Joel Embiid?
Yes.
Does Mike Gansey change Joel Embiid?
Yes.
Okay. Nick Nurse?
But Bob Myers also, Nick Nurse didn't last year. No. Bob Myers also, like, Mike Gansey doesn't have 4 titles. Mike Gansey doesn't have, Steph's my buddy, let's FaceTime him right now so he can say hi. Gansey's not doing that. Bob Myers is doing that. He has it. He like, that's why he can come in and be like, hey, Joel, what the hell have you done in the NBA? You're a great player. You won an MVP, but what have you really done? I got championships, brother. Look at these rings. Or you want to win one? Because I don't think you want to win one. And I think Joel wants to be motivated. I believe Joel, like, you, just like with Allen Iverson, he was motivated into being on his best behavior for a season. And it's not the same thing with Embiid. A lot of with Embiid is, hey, you got to push yourself. We're not doing where you're sitting out every other game because you're not doing back-to-backs. Oh, you got to push her through. You got to come to training camp in shape.
That's interesting.
You got to play better defense.
If there's somebody that could get it across to JoJo, you're right, because he flashes the jewelry. You know where he came from with the
or Bron.
LeBron. Yes, but I'm talking about realistic people that will be here to help us in our case with Joel Embiid, because ultimately there has to be a change with JoJo, or else it's still going to be the same. I know JoJo is good enough to roll out of bed, walk in at 6:45, throw the ball up at 7, and get you 40. I understand how good he is, but there's got to be another level to Joel, even at this point in time of his career. Or maybe shame on me for believing that. But to that point, I do believe that if there's somebody that's going to get his attention, it is that championship focus from Bob Myers. He's player-friendly. You could see the respect that he has around the league. He's put in the work. He's been around the team all last year as a Sixer executive when he wasn't listed on as that. Somebody's got to get into Joel Embiid's mind. If he's going to stay here, there needs to be something different with him next year.
I think there will be.
I think Jaylen Brown is going to help a little bit with that case. I do.
I don't.
Why? And should it?
I don't know. Brown seems like he's very comfortable in his own skin doing what he wants to do. I mean, well, they haven't spoken. They haven't mentioned each other. What are you talking about?
Off and running.
Yeah, he ripped Embiid after the playoffs. Embiid hasn't reacted. 45 minutes, he didn't mention Embiid's name once. He had the other guys on. Yeah, wait, gee, why do I think that maybe he's not going to have a positive impact? That's the problem. Like, I mean, right now, if you could move on from Embiid, you do it. And I know there's a lot of people out there. I'll get DMs and I'll see stuff on Facebook that people will be like, "You're an idiot. What are you talking about? You don't get rid of Embiid." No, you get rid of Embiid if you can.
Yeah.
And you can move off the contract. Now, if they elect not to do that, I'm still going to be excited because I think you can get the most out of Embiid this year. But just like Allen Iverson, you had that year where he didn't miss he didn't miss practice. He probably didn't miss as many practices, but he was on his best behavior. He won the MVP. They went to the finals. Everything else. But then you get back into the old habits, and then we're talking about practice, and then he's not showing up and he's not doing it, and that rubs his teammates the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
If you put any of those guys on that team and you put them on a lie detector test, what do you think they're saying about Allen Iverson? Like, unbelievable talent, love AI, he's the best. Did it bother you that he was never at practice and he was? Of course it does.
We're talking about practice.
That's right.
I think they do the same thing with Embiid. There's a lot of conversations when he's not around bitching about him.
It's true.
All right.
Well, look, I think the Sixers are in a really good spot. I'll tell you what, they're not getting a lot of love at all nationally.
Nope.
Nobody is giving any love to the 76ers as far as having a shot at doing anything special next year.
Nope.
I'm hearing everything from Miami, again, Cleveland, the Knicks,
So why is
Boston. It's a good question. Are we overvaluing Jaylen Brown? I know that the analytics would tell us maybe, potentially, that could be the case. My eyes, I'm going to say hell no.
Is it because of Embiid? And everybody knows he's never going to play more than. It's got to be about Embiid.
That is the next thing that you always hear. It's you got to have, if you're going to put them in that upper echelon, in that top tier of teams that I think could compete for a championship, I need to know that Joel Embiid is there. You do hear that as the next thing being said. But then it comes back to, okay, what took place last year with Joel Embiid and what can Bob Myers do different? You already said it. Hey, bro, first of all, you're coming into camp in shape, ready to go. Number two, we're going to work on that back-to-back deal. Like, you just because we're playing back-to-backs doesn't mean you're not playing. We got to work that out. That's, a very fluid situation, I hope. Because there's no reason to, how many times last year or over the few years, you look at the schedule and you're like, why is he playing in this game when you know in that next game he's going up against the Sacramento Kings and he could go for 40? And it's just like they don't do the math sometimes with this.
And I think you can have an idea what you're going to do before the season, but then when the season's going, like sometimes it's, you know what? I think we go. He's feeling good. I think we put him out there again.
It's fluid,
right? And then you're making sure you're giving him a day off after that to try to manage it. Like you got to manage the injuries, but it just feels like that based on what everybody's saying that he was the one dictating everything with the injuries, and the team didn't necessarily agree with it.
Boom. Keyword for today's vibes. You ride the vibe train, Ray. You ride the vibe train next year.
I'm riding the vibe train.
I'm high on vibes.
It's not one of these for me next year.
I'm in.
No, I'm in.
You're in?
I'm in.
Oh, it's all new. You got it. There's no I'm in. Everybody's in now. It's new.
No, I don't believe that.
Well, what are they waiting for?
Don't we have a text?
We
don't we have a text message?
Yeah, Tim and Radner is saying, I don't get the excitement around the 76ers. Eastern Conference got better. We have the same problems, just a new guy to get excited about. Embiid is Embiid, and this team still doesn't have a bench.
Dude, no.
Yeah, negative John agrees with them.
No. You can't. Hang on. Let me follow up. First of all, Jaylen Brown's a champion.
Well, you're better, certainly, with Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown is the real deal. Okay, defensively, offensively, mentality, everything. It's all new with him. That's one. Come on, VJ year 2. VJ year 2 doesn't move your needle. You didn't pay attention. You didn't give the Sixers a thought last year, and that's fine.
So hang on. Are you saying that you're excited because he's a great player, or this is going to be the first of many All-Star games for VJ Edgecombe? I'm not giving you that.
No, I can't go there either. I would love to, but at the same time,
I hope so.
Nobody said Tyrese Maxey is going to be an All-Pro. Nobody did. So you just don't know. You don't know what's going to happen with these guys. VJ Edgecombe, come on, man. How many people we come on the show, these national media members?
I love them too.
And they go, oh, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you want to talk about Tyrese Maxey, but let's talk about VJ. Dude, he is the real deal.
Top
5 pick.
Could they make the Eastern Conference Finals? Yeah, it's the best chance they've had since Butler and that team right there.
Since 2012.
Yeah. No, 2012.
Stop
Still
it.
can't believe you. You brought that up.
Haven't felt anything in the last 15 years.
Honestly, for this franchise, no.
Stop it. You're lying to yourself on that one.
I hate that text because he's not wrong in what he's saying. Negative John says, like, you know what? He's right. Brown's a better player, but like when Brad Stevens said,
Is that your alter ego?
yes, negative John.
Okay.
There's positive John, there's negative John.
And there's
Normal John.
I
I was positive John just earlier, talking about Bob Myers.
objective John. There's a lot of Johns.
No, I'm always objective. John.
Okay.
The positivity doesn't reign over
Negative John.
The objectivity.
Negative John.
I don't even know what I was going to say anymore.
That's all right.
But anyway, whatever. Like no. Regarding, all right. Like Brad Stevens up in Boston had said. Someone had said, well, how can you make the case that you're better off without Jaylen Brown, if Jaylen Brown, then whatever? And he's like, well, you can't look at it as a player-for-player type thing. There's a lot of other factors that go into it. And he's right. Jaylen Brown's a better player than Paul George. See, I think we made out great because Brown can really help the 76ers. What we were lacking as a consistent all-star, that's what Jaylen Brown is. Paul George, when he plays, he can look like an all-star, but consistently he can't do it. He's hurt. He had the drug suspension. Jaylen Brown's going to play 75 games or however many games he's going to play, and he's going to he's going to be an all-star player.
There were so many games last year where Paul George's box score ended up with 4 shots. Like, dude, whoa. You can't go a full game and only attempt 4 shots, Paul. We ain't going to have to worry about that with Mr. Brown.
No,
That's for sure.
You're not. He's a better player. He's more consistent. You're going to get more out of him, but it's a regular season type thing.
But then you're right. But then continue with that text. There's still plenty to be enthused about, fired up about. It's from top to bottom. This roster is brand new.
All right, were they, Ray, the net between, and they're deeper now too, which is also an important point.
Correct.
They actually have a bench. Wait, why is it so hard for Morey to get good players to come off the bench?
Because he spent all his damn money on the superstars.
He's an idiot, is why.
I mean, that would still be a decent concern for people. They still have a ton of money tied up in 3 guys on this team.
But just this year, the net between Brown and Paul George in a playoff series, is it a lot?
Difference?
Is it significant? Yeah, look at Paul George's game logs in the playoffs. You know, Jaylen Brown also doesn't score 35 points in every playoff game that he plays in. So what I'm saying is Jaylen Brown's a better player, but like from Boston's standpoint, they lost with Jaylen Brown.
Right.
So could they lose with Paul George? Yeah, they could lose with Paul George, or they could win with Paul George too. That's a good team. And if Jaylen Brown, for whatever reason, if there was chemistry issues with that team, that's going to hurt you. You're not going to have that as much here because he's just getting here. Those guys won a championship. They grew apart. It's pretty clear Tatum and Brown, and I said this all along, they just weren't getting along anymore. It's time to move on. You keep the younger star who you think's the better player, and you move on from the other one.
We actually have sound this morning that we'll play coming up.
Coming up at Tatum.
Yeah. He was on the morning show with the great Chanel.
He was on the Fox?
No.
Oh, Today?
Yeah, NBC.
Well, you call it the morning show. Today show?
Oh, it is. Yeah,
because you said it earlier, like he was on the morning show. I didn't want to sound like an idiot, and I didn't know what you were talking about.
So the morning show is ABC.
No, that's
Good Morning America is ABC. Today
I'm out.
is NBC. Now, they might have a show before today.
I don't know.
Was he on the regular Today show?
It was Chanel and Jenna.
Chanel Jones?
Yeah, Chanel. Great Chanel. And then
Formerly of Fox Good Day.
Jenna Bush. And he talked about it. And it was a good cut, and I don't think anybody's really being honest. I don't think Brad Stevens being honest.
No,
I think
of course
he's
not.
fibbing. I think Jason Tatum's fibbing. And I can't wait for Jaylen Brown to go live on the stream and say, this is what I heard.
He ain't going to be fibbing. That's for sure. Everybody else is playing the game. Jaylen Brown's playing his
He
game.
ain't playing no games, Holmes.
Which, guess what?
I like it.
I'm good with it.
For now.
You want to keep it real? These guys wanted you out of there? All right. Like, because what he said was he came out, he's just like, I don't think I'm getting the full story. He didn't come out and say Brad Stevens. He didn't do the James Harden with Daryl Morey. You're a liar.
He did not.
Which he won't.
Yeah. They packed me up. They packed me up, chat.
Does he have a specific day and time he does the stream? Because now I'm looking for it.
I know, same. Well, he canceled. He was supposed to do another event. They postponed that, so that's moving on. So I'm sure he's going through some things, changing locations, all that. But he said in that stream, guys, they got mad at me. I do an hour. It's like I'm not live all the time. He doesn't even get numbers, John. Dude, he only gets like 10. Go look at it. 10,000 views a stream.
That's not a lot.
I don't think that's it for Jaylen Brown.
Is it on Twitch? Does it go on YouTube? See, I don't know. I've never done Twitch ever. Maybe if he stopped twitching and he just went on YouTube.
Right, hit up Roscoe Jones. You got all the Twitch connections. That guy that went live with AJ Brown.
Janky Rondo.
Janky Rondo, sorry.
Roscoe Jones. I was like, who's this guy?
That's my Twitch.
Roscoe Jones. That's a great name.
Roscoe Jones.
That's a great name. There's got to be a Roscoe Jones out
My
there.
alter ego, Roscoe Jones.
Oh my God! All right, so coming up, we have we have this Tatum cut, and also what does Bob Myers make of the analytic conversation around Jaylen Brown? Yeah,
Ooh, that's good.
voice memos, text line, phone line 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks.
Hey, Philly, it's Ray Dunn, and I want to see you at Great American Pub in Conshohocken tonight from Modelo Match Night with 97.5 The Fanatic. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get to see Sean Brace there later, and we want to see you out there when the action kicks off at 4. So be sure to get there early, grab yourself a seat, settle in, get yourself Modelo, and from 4 to 6, we'll catch all the soccer action and enjoy an unbeatable atmosphere. Enjoy Modelo beer specials. We'll have exclusive Modelo and Fanatic giveaways. You see it right now. I'm rocking the Kick shirt right here, the Kick It Modelo shirt. If you're watching on YouTube right now, be able to get something like that. Maybe get yourself Modelo boot glassware, stickers, T-shirts, and a Philadelphia 2026 koozie. Plus, you have the chance to enter to win an autographed Diego Luna jersey, an autographed poster, or the famed John Paul's ball. Whether you're coming with friends or looking for one of the best places in Philly to catch the match, this is where you want to be. 4 o'clock today, Great American Pub in Conshohocken. For details and future Modelo Match Night dates, visit 975thefanatic.com. Modelo Match Night is presented by Modelo and 97.5 The Fanatic.
Sixers first hour into Bob Cooney.
Nice.
And then we'll start messing around. Phillies lose an ugly one. Bullpen sucks. I can't take these lefties. We'll talk about it after Bob Cooney. That's coming up. So there's this new show. It's called The Morning Show. I have not caught it yet. It's on NBC.
Is it The Morning Show, the one with Jennifer Aniston?
Yes.
Yep, there you go. Yeah.
What's The Morning Show?
On Apple TV, it's the
So there's an Apple TV
Steve
morning
Carell.
show.
but it's a show. It's
It's
not
a sitcom.
It's a sitcom. Thank
Drama.
you.
Oh,
Right.
so it's mocking
Correct.
the Today Show?
Yeah,
Oh,
I would say it's more of a drama. Sitcom's probably the wrong way to do it. It's mocking the.
It's Jennifer-
It's
Jennifer
a
Aniston-
mocking drama?
It's Jennifer Aniston and
No,
Reese Witherspoon.
it's-
They're your anchors.
So it's a real drama.
Yeah, it's a real drama because it's supposed to be like what was the
newsroom.
creep that got fired from NBC?
There's been a few of them.
Brian,
The guy that was the
Matt
anchor.
Lauer,
Matt
Matt
Lauer,
Lauer,
That guy,
yeah.
yeah, it's supposed to kind of mirror that type of storyline. Steve Carell was the anchor. He gets fired.
Larry Menti.
Yeah, Larry Menti.
So I had an idea. I actually wrote what they call a treatment for it. It was after Larry Menti that he got fired for the Larry Menti story. Alicia Lane, he was
Wow.
they
that
were
is
they were
amazing.
anchoring together. Larry Menti was in love with her. I don't want to say they had, but he put a password finder on her computer so then he could snoop in her emails
Mhm.
and got caught.
What a weirdo.
So he gets whacked. He's actually doing radio up in New York now on 970 AM, the iHeart station up in New York. But
okay.
so the idea was
You don't
that
have to wear makeup doing that.
a guy, he might though. A guy so this guy gets fired for that, and now he's got to go work for QVC. So now he's selling, women's jewelry on QVC, or the Ronco set it and forget it. So the show starts where he's in the gas station pumping gas at a Wawa, and some woman in a minivan's like, Bob? Oh, my God. Everybody, this is Bob Decker. Oh, I love you. And he's so annoyed because he hates it, but he needs it as a job.
Oh, sure.
And then it's the inside of working at QVC with this maniac that got fired from doing news. But it didn't get picked up.
That's hysterical. That's pretty good. Yeah, Larry Minty. Nobody wore more makeup than Larry Minty.
Is that true?
I saw him at a St. Patrick's Day, type deal bar, escapade that I was on St. Patrick's Day down in Finnegan's Wake when they did it big.
I remember it.
And Larry walked in, and my goodness, I just was like, dude. Like, it took him hours to put that getup on. God bless him.
Ray, do you wear makeup when you go on PHL 17?
Hell no.
Okay.
You don't. See, I do. Like
little powder.
Yeah, you got to wear some powder.
Little powder.
Tell you what,
Part of my charm is how tired I look.
I've actually worn some powder out.
Shut up.
I have.
When?
A little, little this over here, little dab.
So hold on. Sean is saying that when he goes out, he wears makeup.
I haven't in a long time, but I have. And, oh, by the way, as a bald man, you always have to wear makeup on television.
but no, you're right.
So
You
I
do.
have it. And
But we're not talking about TV because wearing makeup
No.
on TV is fine. I'm talking about going out. You just said that you put makeup on.
I had a little blemish on my little cheek here, a little pimple on this side. You see this thing on the middle of my...
Was this before you met Kelly?
I'll still do it.
Okay, so you're married and you're wearing makeup.
I'll still do it. I'm comfortable in my skin,
Okay,
like
listen,
Larry
No,
Minty.
I don't think you are.
but
I think
going
that's
out-
part of the makeup.
What? It's honestly, we got a brand new bathroom, and I got my own mirror, my own sink. It's right there. Kelly put it in my.
And you like it.
I haven't used it in forever, but yeah, I'm not afraid. If I have that should not be a one side thing. That shouldn't be just for women. That's the ultimate cover up. It literally is cover up.
Oh, I mean, if men want to wear makeup, I mean, okay, I guess. I don't know. I'm just surprised that you're doing it.
You got a big zit on your face. You're not right.
You shave it and you let it bleed.
Like a man.
What could go wrong? That's what I used to do.
I have the beard for this purpose.
Right.
It's a lot
You don't have to
easier.
worry about it.
Yeah.
But hang on.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, TV is TV. If you want to do that, that's fine. I put powder on TV just because I don't. My skin's not as dark.
Yeah.
Give yourself a little bit of color, right?
Yeah.
What are you going to the boathouse? You're putting makeup on and go to the boathouse?
No, definitely not.
Okay, but where? If you say you wear makeup out, I want to know where. The details matter here.
If I'm going, out. All right.
All right. So
boathouse.
So bachelor party, you guys are going out in the city in a limo.
There you go.
Sean's
But
wearing
no.
makeup.
If I have a blemish, if I have something going, like look at this thing in the middle of my eyebrow. I've been telling you about it now for 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, so if I had a bachelor party, I was getting a limo to do Center City, I might put a little smidge of something there to cover
Some
it up.
concealer.
Yeah, why not?
And then you got to put the powder over the concealer
Well,
to conceal the concealer.
I only have the powder, and the powder is good enough. So I'll grab my wife's brush, a little dab of this, boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, it looks like I was in Cancun for the week.
Yeah, man. I don't know about
Yesterday
this
you were yelling about AIDS. Today you're. It's the same segment too. It was this third set, the block C of the first hour.
Yeah.
That's how we get going here.
Where is it on the board? I got to
It's
put it
on John Marks too, I believe.
when we
It's
start
where we
getting-
had open space.
That's when we start get going. That's when the coffee hits in,
No,
body,
not the shotgun.
the body.
You got AIDS.
The body settles in.
Yes.
That one. Look, it's the reality. It is the truth of what happened with Magic.
No, you taking out of context.
Yeah.
But no, you were saying I was saying that Magic was cooked when Jordan beat him, and you're like, he wasn't cooked. He got AIDS.
He got
afterwards.
AIDS.
And that's why he never won again.
And that was the truth.
It really was. I went
Yes.
back and looked, and I'm like, no, because he was 31 when he got AIDS.
It was young. He was a young man.
Doesn't it seem like that he played for a really long time before all that? I would have thought 34, 35.
When we went back and looked, I thought he came back more than what he did. He only had the 1 year in 95, 96, which is surprising. So he literally took off the 4 years.
I don't remember that at all. I thought he came back when they're like, no, you can play, you're fine. Then he played another couple years and he was done.
Yeah, I remember remember the 3-pointer in the All-Star game. He won the MVP.
Yeah, that was a good moment.
Oh,
Magic was a great player, for
Yeah.
sure.
I bet you Magic's worn some makeup before.
I'll bet you he has too.
Hey, look, man.
If I did TV every day, sure, I'd dabble into that.
You
game.
have to.
I don't think I'm going to dabble in that game for a night out in the city.
All right, so the question is, does Jarek wear makeup when he goes out? And I would say, I'm not even going to say probably, but if he did, well, the dude does morning TV, and he's a little bit older, so I can understand him doing it.
All right, so
Right? Like Menti being all caked up is one thing.
yes, Minty was all caked up.
But I don't know if Jarek does or not.
And maybe that's where it came from, is that I did television for those 3 years, and then next thing you know, like wearing it. All right, now I got a little cover up, feeling good. This guy looks like he's out there tanning.
Right. Like, yeah. Like I was in prison for a couple of years. Before I went to prison, I wasn't doing that. Oh, all right. So
Yeah.
coming up, Bob Cooney. You think Bob believes that LeBron is coming to Philadelphia? I would say no.
I would say no.
Is he going to, if I ask him for a percentage, is he going to be like, "Nah," like he doesn't want to answer questions like that? Because he's, Bob's a real deal journalist. Not
Yeah,
like,
he is.
Not like us. The two yutzes like us.
No.
All right, Bob Cooney coming up next. Everything with the 76ers. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's talk about my hair for a second. Oh, yeah. Let's be vain. Because Sean's talking about makeup. Man, I don't need no damn makeup because I got my hair. I don't need to worry about putting powder or concealer on my head. All right, Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Today's hair restoration is all about prevention. So if you're out there listening, you'd say, like, all right, I'm just going to shave my head. That's great. It's a good look. But maybe you have your hair and you're starting to lose it, or you've noticed, like, hey, I don't like where I'm headed. Well, that's what hair restoration is all about in 2026. There's so many options out there to keep your existing hair. So you don't even have to replace it. Just keep what you have. That's Morgenstern Hair Restoration. It's the same hair team that I've been dealing with for over 15 years. Get your hair back. Keep your hair. Whatever it may be, there's topical treatments, medications, and non-invasive options that are designed to help you with your hair. And again, the team, amazing. Over 30 years of experience when it comes to hair restoration. That's what makes the difference. Where you go. And there's 3 locations in Pennsylvania: Bala Cynwyd, Wayne, Lancaster. 610-831-HAIR. Tell them you hear John Marks talking about it all the time. Say, I saw the commercial on TV. 610-831-HAIR or morgensternhair.com. Morgan with an E. morgensternhair.com.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Phillies get smoked. I'm Ray Dunn for this Fanatic Sports Update, and it's brought to you by the Positive Coaching Alliance. Questions about youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, develops better athletes, better people through sports. Info at positivecoach.org. The Phillies had a tough one in Cincinnati last night. They lose 11-5. The Reds hit 4 home runs in a 5-run 4th inning. As for the Phillies side of things, Kyle Schwarber did his 32nd home run, back-to-back nights with a home run out there in Cincy, but an ugly game for the Phillies, especially that bullpen. It's Jesus Luzardo trying to get the Phils a series win tonight on the mound against Brady Singer for the Reds. 7:10 start this evening. Brandon Graham was on Good Morning Football today, talking about a number of things, where he's at right now, still a free agent. Talk a little bit about the A.J. Brown trade, but here's Brandon Graham in his own words about potentially retiring.
That's why I'm taking my time, honestly. I'm gonna really know this year, because this is it. If it's this year or this is it, I'm just really enjoying my kids right now, working out.
So we'll see whether or not Brandon Graham makes his way back for another season with the Birds. So other things we're going to see: LeBron James, Leo Carlson, still big names out there for both the Sixers and the Flyers. We'll talk to Bob Cooney coming up in the next segment. We'll talk to Jason Martinez at 1 o'clock about those two guys. I'm Ray Dunn, your home for the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby, 97.5 The Fanatic.
back. Middays with Marks. Bob Cooney joins us coming up in a second. But, Sean, the 11 o'clock hour.
Oh, that's right. John Marks is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Stay tuned to the show to hear more about DraftKings and all it has to offer. It's now live in PA, people. All 50 states. So make sure you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, and new users use promo code Fanatic with an F. More a little bit later because we got World Cup action. Ray's out and about today, and I have one nugget on U.S. men's national team to put the final nail in the coffin, but it's upsetting. I'll just tell you that what I have for you. Very upsetting.
I wonder if Bob Cooney would agree with me that he can't wait till we're no longer talking about U.S. soccer, which I guess is after today. I could like literally. There's a lot of soccer fans out there, and that's awesome.
I bet you Cooney is all World Cup'd up. I bet you he's intrigued.
I am too with the good teams.
Okay.
Bob Cooney on Patterson covers the Sixers and everything else. A true Philadelphia sportsman. What's up, Bob?
What's up, boys? How we doing today?
Can I like and respect the World Cup and just not be interested in the U.S. team because once again they proved to be the U.S. team?
They're not playing.
Do you agree, Bob?
Yeah, you can be interested in it and be disappointed with them at the same time. Absolutely, that's where I am.
Yeah, same.
So Sean came.
Boppy going today. Can't wait to watch it. Yeah, it's all good stuff.
That's what I'm talking about, Bob.
Sportsman. What? When did they lose? What day?
Monday.
What night? So it's Monday night. Sean came in here on Tuesday, and it was like the Eagles just lost the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
On a last-minute field goal. He was dragging big time. So was Ray.
You know what? Time out, Bob. I'll give you the reason why. I was going to save it. The reason why, John, is 42 million people watched that game. 42 million people watched that game, up from 32 the previous game. Dude, if they played Friday, if they would have won that game, if they played tomorrow, I don't care what time the game is, what are we talking about? Like, it was such a missed opportunity. Finally, people are paying attention. Bob, am I yelling for no reason? Do you agree with me?
Yeah, they're not good enough. They keep proving what they are.
It was an event. You know, it was an event, and I think sports people around the country were excited for an event that they could attach themselves to the USA, whether they're soccer fans or not. I just think that's where it was. That's why the numbers were so high. And, yeah, it's going to kick back fandom a little bit when so many people that probably never watched soccer that much before turn it on and see them just get absolutely obliterated. Yeah, it's going to set soccer back a little bit here in the United States for sure.
All right. Well, Bob, let's get to the main course here, which is the Philadelphia 76ers.
Makeup?
I'm
No, I don't want to talk makeup.
Do you wear makeup? Because you did Daily News Live for many, many years.
Never wore makeup, Bob.
I did on day. Yeah,
okay.
We had to go to Makeup Mindy. Everybody had to do it before we went on.
But not to brunch at the Springfield Country Club.
Yeah, no. No, and you are not comfortable with yourself as a man, Sean, if you are wearing makeup.
No,
that's the anti-comfortable.
No,
leave it at that.
I tell you, Bob, I am. Like, you know, if I'm looking, it's there in the mirror, I will slap it on. I had a job interview. I wore it for the job interview. I'm a bald guy. So, you know, I think I get a little bit more of a carte blanche to be able to wear it, I guess, is what I would say.
He hopes.
You go with that, buddy.
I'm very comfortable.
Listen, he pulls it off. You pull the makeup off, Sean.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right, so just curious, I wasn't expecting to wake up and see, Bob Myers was, first of all, Rich Paul has a podcast where he's breaking down where LeBron could go. And then, boom, blink your eyes, and Bob Myers is on there talking about it, making his pitch. It was pretty amazing. What are your thoughts on Bob Myers and how the Sixers are kind of handling this LeBron situation?
I like it. I really do. And I wrote it yesterday that you know, Bob Myers throwing his hat into a ring probably had a lot to do with him winning 4 NBA championships in Golden State as their general manager. Like, he's not going to let anything go. He's not going to leave any stone unturned. He's very, very impressive, you know, what he wants to do. And talking to people around the league, once he became involved with the Sixers, nothing but flattering remarks about him. And people are just really impressed with him. And if he thought that was best, who are you to argue with the success that he's had in the NBA? If he thought going on and talking to Rich Paul and Max Kellerman was a good way to go for this 76ers organization, good for him.
Yeah, especially if he comes off the way he does, like you said. Everybody that talks about Bob Myers says great things about him. You don't hear anybody say poor things. And then you watch him, and like some of it, he knows how to play the game, but also he has that emotional intelligence. It's just naturally, he's just one of those guys, Bob. He's one of those charismatic, true leader. And guys like that win, no matter what they do and no matter where they go, they win. And just so far, very, very impressed with Bob Myers.
Yeah, and when Mike Gansey was hired, and I made some more calls around the league, I had two executives, two of the first three that I talked to said he hired his clone. He hired someone that could become just like him in the organizational world of the NBA in Mike Gansey. So not only did I get a bunch of great things said to me about Bob Myers, but a lot of people around the league think that Mike Gansey might be his clone coming up with the Sixers with the guidance of Bob Myers.
All right, so then let's talk about LeBron. Everybody just seems to think it's a slam dunk for Cleveland. Miami, I would say it's between Cleveland and the Sixers. It doesn't seem like anybody else is in other than Miami. But how do you handicap it? Where do you call it? How good of a chance do you think the Sixers have?
I put it, and I'm going to give you a percentage, John.
No.
Even though you thought I wouldn't do that. I put it at like 15 to 20%. I really do. I think there's a chance. Look, LeBron's looking to build his legacy, to cement his legacy, although it probably already is cemented. But guys that are as competitive as a LeBron James always want to do something better. And his biggest challenge now is himself. And I remember talking to him years ago, and he said the same thing. He said, look, the biggest challenge isn't another player. It's me. It's what I can do to better myself. And is his bettering himself getting a championship with another organization to say, look, I won NBA championships with 4 different organizations. Maybe. Is it, saying I can go to any team even at 40 years old, 41 years old, and make that team that much better? Maybe. Is it a comfort thing of, I want to spend my winters in Miami? Is it a comfort thing I want to go back home to Cleveland and finish it out that way? All of them, to me, are understandable. They really are. And where he decides to go, we'll see. And it wouldn't shock me, guys, even though Rich Paul or everybody has said it's really come down to these, or Shams, I should say, it's come down to these 3 teams. It wouldn't surprise me if he winds up somewhere else. He keeps it close to the vest, and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, no doubt. I think even us here know and believe that Cleveland is number one, and totally get the fairy tale ending and whether he plays a couple more years, but the close up shop in Cleveland, it's definitely number one. With that being said, as far as odds are concerned right now, Bob, why do you think currently constructed this Sixers team is not being discussed as a team that could potentially compete for the Eastern Conference, for the championship? I know there are people that do believe it. I'm one of them, but national media, I'm hearing all about the Knicks. Of course, they just won it. The Celtics still being damn good. The Pistons, the Cavs, the Miami Heat, the Pacers with Halliburton coming back. Everybody continues to talk about those teams, yet they don't want to give the Sixers the benefit of the doubt now with Jaylen Brown. Why is that in your mind?
Well, a lot of it goes, as we know, goes right to Joel Embiid and where is he going to be and how many games is he going to play? Because, look, guys, once you go past Joel Embiid, you're going to start, as the way the roster is constructed right now, and a Dembona or Ariel Hukporti. Really? Those 2 guys are borderline NBA players in my book. Like, you're going to have to start 25, 30 games with one of those guys at your center spot. Look at this bench. Now, Anthony Simons, I think, was a great pickup by the Sixers. I think it's exactly what they needed, a scorer off the bench, a three-point shooter, a guy that could blend in well in the backcourt with either or Maxey and Edgecombe. I love that. Then after that, you're talking about LeBaron Philon with the Anthony Simons pick. LeBaron Philon, in my book, they're just going to, let him grow. Let him grow. I don't know how much of a contributor he's going to be on the team, but they're going to let him grow because you're talking about 4 guards there now. Then you go to the front court. Dom Barlow, who I argue with a lot of the beat writers on him, to me, he's a borderline NBA player if you're serious about contending for an NBA title or even an Eastern Conference title. I talked about the backup centers. Then you're talking about Justin Edwards, who I think has an NBA skill set in shooting, but it's...
Uh-oh. He zapped.
Ma Bell.
Got the ill communications. Ma Bell got the ill communications. Bob dropped for a second. We'll see if we can pop him on right there. But, I mean, I actually agree with him that I was thinking about this, right? Like, with Jaylen Brown and with Simons and with the rookie, they're definitely a better team. And there's a much better chance they make an Eastern Conference Finals than if they didn't make these moves. Do we agree with that? Much better chance.
Sure.
I'd still say the best chance is probably they lose in the second round of the playoffs. 'Cause it depends who your matchup is. If you play the Knicks again this year, are they beating the Knicks, right? Like you just played the champion in the second round.
Correct.
Not easy to get out of the second round, as we've learned.
No.
So it's a better team. You may get a more competitive series loss.
I definitely would hope that it's more competitive.
Can we raise the banner?
It was. There was really all that. Game one was somewhat competitive. Other than that, though, there was zero.
Bob was putting on his makeup and his chin hit the
Come on, Bob.
button to hang up. Go ahead, Bob.
No, it wasn't me. I don't know what's going on with the 97.5 phones, but I heard they've been an issue for a little while.
We know what's going on with them, Bob.
Maybe.
I don't know where we left off. I don't know where you guys. But
Well, I mean,
but
I was agreeing with you that they're a better team, but are they good enough even to make the Eastern Conference Final? Because I think they're a much better team and they have a much better chance to make the Eastern Conference Final. But it's going to come down to the matchup to whether they do or not.
yeah, they're a much better team. Jaylen Brown. That starting five is really good, and I'm including Dean Wade in there. Like I think they're really good. The problem is the depth, as I was saying. After that, and Anthony Simons I love, but where's the rest of your front court? I mean, you need a backup center. You need backup power forward, small forward, all of those things. LeBron James is all of those things. They get him. I put them at the top of the Eastern Conference. I really do. I think this would be a really fun team to watch, and the way that Nick Nurse wants him to play, I think that is a perfect makeup for the way he wants to go.
All right, Bob Cooney on Pattison. Check him out. Great Sixers coverage. He writes on everything. He does what's the name of your show? You do it with Anthony Sanfilippo?
Yeah, it's our own Pattison podcast with me, Anthony, or Tim Kelly. We're going to have Larry Bow on tomorrow. We're going to be down at the All-Star game, the three of us, all weekend long. So, yeah, we'll check out our coverage there because we're covering everything down there.
Timmy doesn't miss anything. Love Tim. Does not miss anything.
Yeah.
That dude knows his stuff as far as details, jerseys, all that.
Yeah, he's really good with jerseys and clocks being taken down. In
Nothing gets by him.
See, I told you that's
nothing
him.
gets by. Last thing, Sixers start the summer league coming up. When does it start? And what's the bet? Like, what should we be looking forward to?
Today it starts today. I think it's 5:30 our time today. LeBaron Philon Jr. is the guy that you want to keep an eye on and see what he's all about. He has a sick handle, John. He might be, when he is done in the league, and I wrote this before they drafted him, when he comes out of the league, they might be talking about him being the best ball handler of his generation. He is that good of a ball handler, yeah. So I'm anxious to see him. Other guys, Janai Broom, who they might be looking at to be a backup center. Yeah. How's that excite you? Summer league is
that was the worst. That was the worst sell job of all time. After you went with their first round draft pick, you're like, yeah, John Broom.
That's great.
He might be a backup.
Yeah, summer league's a tough watch on television.
No.
When you're there, it's cool.
Bob,
and I was there for years, but it's tough watch on television.
Bob, I was just saying this to Sean yesterday off air that next year we're going because I was out there with Anthony. And Ben, I think it was when Ben played in the summer league. And you're walking around the casinos, and there's GMs, there's presidents, there's owners, there's NBA players. You can walk up and just get a picture with them. It's really, really cool. It's a good time to be in Vegas. It's hot, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's awesome. The Philly contingent also. Any game you go to doesn't have to be a Sixers game. I would always walk around, find the Philly contingent, whether it was referees, GMs, coaches, whatever, and just sit and watch a game and shoot the. You know what, but it was just awesome. Yeah, Vegas is pretty cool for summer league.
It is. Thanks, Bob. Appreciate it, buddy.
All right, boys, be good.
We'll talk to you. Bob Cooney on Pattison.
Hey, you ain't got to convince me to go to Vegas. I'm in. Sam's out there, and he went out there. Sam
Ostry, front office sports analyst, our analyst.
Yeah, Sean was out there, I think, 2 years ago as well, mixing it up. And it's exactly right. You turn the corner and you see anybody and everybody. And there's a lot of business that takes place as far as the NBA is concerned. Like referees are judging other referees to see who's going to come up through the pipeline. There's so much business that takes place at the Summer League, but it is a tough watch. It's tough. Like I watch on TV. I was just watching the Salt Lake, the Houston Rockets.
You were?
Yeah. And it's just like, all right. Like,
Yeah, I'll watch the Sixers to see a game like tonight. I'm not even going to be around at 5:30,
No.
but yeah, no, I'll watch the clips. Who was it? Was it Bobby Marks that was talking about Philon and his handle, and he compared him to somebody in the league? Who do we have on that was comparing him and then he talked about his handle? About it's almost like he has a yo-yo with the ball.
dude, he is, how tall is he?
6'2".
I was going to say, you better have sick handles if you're going to be in the league at 6'2".
But Bob had said that people are saying of his era of this draft, of this right here, he might be the best handler.
That's next level. So, I'm not here to argue that. I could see it, but there's no doubt. You just watch it with your naked eye, and you can tell that this dude's got it. He can fill it up, and he's got, like, the ball in the yo-yo. Like, it, boom, boom, hits you with that crossover. You're stepping. We're going to see a lot of that over the years. Like, there's going to be defenders, like, falling all over the place trying to guard him.
You just can't play him with anybody on the team, though. You can't be out there with Max here. Maybe they can figure out a lineup where Jaylen Brown plays your 4, and then you have Maxey, Edgecombe, and Philon playing as your point guard. You might be able to only do it for 3 minutes, but that'd be a fun 3 minutes.
Right? Call it NASCAR.
Yep. You have Dean Wade as your center.
Go small, baby.
The NASCAR package.
I like it.
Be awesome. All right, Phillies next segment. Let's wrap up the Sixers conversation. We have a voice memo on the Davis Honda text line. What do we got?
Sorry, John, or should I say negative, John. You couldn't be more wrong. The window was pretty much closed after last season. I was willing to listen to 4 to 5 first-round picks for Maxey if you could get that done. Jaylen Brown opens that window wide open. I say for this year and for like the next 3 years, makes it more of a destination. Yeah, I know, we have to worry about Joel, but bringing in Jaylen Brown for this organization, for this team, opens that window wide enough now for, again, this year and at least 3, maybe more years to come. This is Steve from Yard.
See, it's not negative, John. It's objective, John. See, this is where objective, John, has to come out and calm everybody down. Jaylen Brown on the Sixers is not making them a championship team. They need to add. We can do the Joel Embiid. Well, if he's motivated and he's healthy, the odds are they're not going to end up in the NBA Finals this year. Not saying it couldn't happen, and they're much more equipped, and they have a much better chance of doing that now than they did before. Because before they had no chance. Now, depending on chemistry and does something click in his head, and this year he does everything that he should do, absolutely a possibility. But then there's year 2 of it. And Embiid, do we expect him to be healthy enough to where he's not only playing the regular season? Oh, he's going to play 7 games in this series. He's going to play 5 games in this series. He's going to play 6 games in this playoff series. It's tough. Anyway.
Yeah.
Enough of that. We have some makeup texts on you, Sean.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, like to Bob's point, I'm very comfortable. I just said on a radio station that I will wear makeup from time to time. I'm very comfortable. Dude, I got to go get my brows waxed after this show.
Yeah, he used to get his brows waxed, and he would go to the tanning salon.
Yeah, but I haven't done that.
You don't do that anymore.
No.
But like this used to be Sean. He would wear cowboy boots. That's what he's doing.
I still do.
I know. So when he goes, let's say Sean's going out in the city with beef and meat and whatever else, right?
Let's go.
So he's looking good. He's got the shirt on. The sleeves are rolled out. The collar's popped a little bit. He's putting the makeup on the face.
Sure.
That's when he's got the cowboy boots on.
Yes. My pork pie hat. Remember those days? Yes. What are the texts, Ray? Let's go.
Ray? What do we got?
What do we got?
Rob from Minnesota wants to be clear. We're talking makeup powder.
Yes, I don't wear concealer.
No, not cocaine is what he's saying.
Oh, gotcha.
You kept talking about the powder.
The powder. It's the makeup powder. Yeah,
makeup.
I don't. I was thinking of okay, so what would I do it for? Again, pimples, the razor irritation.
I don't know why you would do it.
Yeah.
So razor irritation.
I mean, and let's not get crazy. 5 times. 5 times in my lifetime outside of television. Now, for years, doing at Fox 29, all the television.
So you're saying this is blemishes only, rare occasions.
Yeah, pimples.
This isn't Friday night at the boathouse.
No.
That's kind of how I saw it.
But I'm getting brows waxed after the show.
All right.
I've yet to get a manicure or pedicure. I got
a pedicure.
Yeah, I've never done that. I walk
horrible.
in, walk out. Yeah, I can't. I'm good on that.
I went with my wife before we had our 10th anniversary, before we went on vacations. We were going to be away when we had it. We went and got his and her pedicures. And it was terrible because my feet were so dry and cracked that then I went to the beach.
Yeah.
And my heels were too soft, and it sucked. I didn't enjoy it. Other than being with her.
We got the massages, couples massage. I didn't enjoy that. I've only got a massage.
I don't like massages.
Yeah, I've only got a massage 2 times in my life. I don't enjoy it.
I don't like massages.
Like I'm bored. I'm like, all right, I'm good. You're not.
You were saying the last good massage you had was in Chinatown.
At the Geesh. Now that's a different massage. I mean, yeah. Okay, now. Come on now. Ready?
Coming up.
Don't have to wear makeup there.
Well, Ray does. You don't. Ray does live in the city, so who knows what he's doing at 3:00 in the morning?
Ray?
Take an Uber to pick up some Chinese
I go
food.
home.
Yeah.
I go home.
Don't
I'm
worry.
getting a massage. It's in my own bed.
I won't have to wear any makeup at the Great American Pub today, okay?
Okay, sounds good. But this is going to be post-brow appointment.
Yes, this will be post-brow appointment.
Where do you go to get your eyebrows done?
It's this place. I don't even know the name of it, but I've been going since 2017, since I moved. I did one place on Main Street in Manayunk from 2012 to 2017, and then I found a new place. It's right next to Rita's on the main
So
drag.
you have a regular place.
Oh, they know me. I walk in, lady
Do you
goes,
make an appointment?
no.
It's a walk-in.
Walk in, boom, right to the back.
Is it an Asian
Yeah.
nail salon?
Yeah, Asian nail
And they
salon.
do it in the back? Okay.
They do a great job. Very quiet.
How much?
Everybody looks at me. I think it's like $10. I throw the 20, keep it, boom, see you.
So 20 band. What's the frequency?
Once a month.
Okay.
I wish I did it twice a month, but
Once a month is
once
good.
a month. Yeah,
I'll make sure I compliment you.
That's my haircut. As a bald man,
Yeah.
that's my haircut.
Okay.
I'm very comfortable, Bob Cooney. Trust me.
Next bet, you're growing out the Martelli hair for 6 months.
That would suck, dude. That would suck.
All right, coming up, man, the Phillies, I've been saying it for weeks now. Their biggest need at the trade deadline is not a bat or a starting pitcher, and you saw it again last night. More on the Phillies and their loss. Middays and Marks, 97.5.
Oh, but first, people, let me tell you about DraftKings Sportsbook. It's win or go home time. That's right. The Cup knockout round is happening right now, and DraftKings has you covered for every single match. Here's what we got today. We got France and Morocco. These two teams matched up last World Cup 4 years ago. France got the best of them. I think today is the day you target the payback. Plus 290, upset city, France favored to win it all. Ray Dunn, I'm calling it. Morocco, plus 290. Fire up DraftKings Sportsbook. Use promo code Fanatic with an F. Let them know you're listening to us right here on The Fanatic with Middays with Marks. And, oh, by the way, new customers. How about this? You can sign up using promo code Fanatic. You spend $5 to get 200 rewards within 21 days. That's code Fanatic with an F. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER 21+. Pennsylvania only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/audio. Limited time offer.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
An ugly one last night. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. The Phillies got smoked out in Cincy. 11-5 the final. The Reds win. They had 4 home runs in a 5-run 4th inning. On the Phillies side of things, Kyle Schwarber had another homer. He's up to 32 homers in the season, but otherwise, really just disaster of a night for the Phils, especially that bullpen 11-5 loss. They'll try and bounce back tonight with Jesus Luzardo on the mound. Brady Singer going up for the Reds tonight. 7-10 start to that game. This morning, Brandon Graham went on Good Morning Football, right now a free agent. He talked about whether or not he's done. This is it.
That's why I'm taking my time. Honestly, I'm gonna really know this year because this is it. If it's this year or this is it.
He doesn't know. We don't know. We'll keep you updated if we hear any more on the Brandon Graham front, just like we'll keep you updated whether or not we hear anything more on the Bron Watch or if the Ducks match the Leo Carlson offer sheet that the Flyers gave to him. We spoke to Bob Cooney in that last segment. Be able to catch that conversation one more time on our website or the Fanatic app. We'll talk to Jason Martinez coming up at 1 o'clock about the Flyers. This update is brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. McComb Group Sports Contractors, one of the largest PVF inventories from pipe, valve, and fittings. Trusted brands. Count on the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby, 97.5 The Fanatic.
All right, we're back. Middays with Marks. Coming up, we'll have to discuss the mustard squirting incident of Ricky Batalico.
Dude. I mean, it looks.
Yeah,
We'll break it down.
we'll break it down coming up. Phillies lose last night.
Ugh.
Alan, are we getting tired of him being the starter already, Rangel?
I'm just tired in general. Get me to the All-Star game already.
I'm with you.
Good grief.
Get me to the trade deadline, right?
We need a week off. That team needs a week off right now. Am I off on that? Or do you think like that's going to be extremely beneficial for the Phillies?
They don't look like the Marlins right now, that's for sure, right? Marlins are surging and they're hot, and the Phillies are kind of, I don't know. Now listen, they're 9 games over 500, but yeah, they're not surging anymore. They're holding off for dear life, and I think you're dead on.
Yeah.
They see the All-Star break. This is a veteran team. They're trying to get there.
Mm-hmm. Schwarber yard again, though. Some good shoot. 32. Hey, it hit me last night real quick, and I texted you guys. We never talked about the fact that Ray has like 100 unread text messages, which is wild to me.
That's weird.
That's Ray. How many unread text messages right now?
Showing 195.
That's
why?
That's, I mean,
Group chats. you
Okay,
know.
well then exit the group if you're not going to look at the text messages.
I do.
How many group chats are you in?
A lot. A specific one for baseball, a specific one for basketball, a specific one for fantasy baseball.
All right, well let's not get sidetracked off of that. We can because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
You have that many unread.
So
text
I text the group, our show, the show you trust. Of course, you get no response because you got 195 text messages you got to read.
I'm the only one that didn't
So
respond to you.
it was the ninth inning. They were getting crushed,
Yes.
and I wasn't even watching. And I saw the text message, so then I went and I looked on my phone, and I'm like, oh, Schwarber hit a home run. You're much more easily impressed than I am.
All right.
Man, I don't give a crap
No.
in the moment if Schwarber hits a home run in the ninth inning.
No. See, that's the wrong attitude.
It's not.
No, it is because what we are seeing right now is purely greatness, dude.
I agree.
This is something. He's got 32 home runs before the All-Star break.
Yeah, the guy's
It's the most in Philadelphia Phillies history before the All-Star game. The coming into the season, we've said it 100 times, 38.5, 39.5, depending where your sports book was. He is going to trash that number. It was a lock that he was going to hit 40-plus bombs this year.
Yep.
And here we are. So my point is, last night, I get it in that point in time. Still, I give him a little bit more credit than you are because I was in his home park, back-to-back nights versus the team that wanted to sign him. But this is greatness. And I hope that we aren't just, ho-hum, he's a home run hitter. That's what he does. Big bopper, keep it moving. No.
I don't think anybody's doing that.
Okay. All right. I'm just wondering.
Just like last night, I'm annoyed they lost the way they did, and Alvarado got blown up, and Tanner Banks blows, and they need to get him out of here now. Can you have more lefties that suck in a bullpen in the history of Major League Baseball? Get them out of here. So I wasn't warm and fuzzy mood last night to be like, oh, Schwarber, another home run, meaningless friggin' home run in the ninth inning. They're down by 7 runs or whatever it was.
For some reason, it's hitting me, and it did last night more than ever. It's just like,
Schwarber's
all
great.
right.
Schwarber's great.
But I think we need to appreciate him more. Not you, not us, but
Like when Doc Rivers said, celebrate Ben. Celebrate him. Celebrate him for all he does well.
when everybody wants to talk about the Phillies, what do they say?
Bryce Harper.
No, they say do it in October. Do it in the playoffs.
You're right.
All right, well, we got 162. And this guy's out there belting 32 home runs before the All-Star break.
As a show, we're enjoying the season. We're not being negative. They have to do this in October.
Sure.
We all know they have to do it in October. It doesn't need to be said. There's been all in all, this first half has been good because they came back from the dead. They were 10 games under 500. They fired their manager. Now they're 9 games over. The problem is their bullpen sucks. Tanner Banks, 4 runs. Did he get optioned down yet? 4 runs. They should designate him for assignment. 4 runs in a third of an inning. Give up 3 home runs. Alvarado comes in. He's not even pitchable at some point. His ERA's over 7. Tanner Banks has an ERA of 7.14. Alvarado 7.03. Zalecki put something out there. There's not a lot of instances where you have left-handed relievers on your team with that many innings and their ERA's that high. Keller came in last night and he had a scoreless inning. But, who's your 8th inning guy? Who's your 7th inning guy right now? Who's your left-hander coming out of the pen? The Phillies' biggest need at the trade deadline, I'll continue to say it, isn't just one high leverage reliever, it's 2. They need 2. They need a guy, and they need an above-average reliever, and then they need a really good guy. And the Phillies have shown it under Dombrowski they'll make the moves. Robertson, 2 times where they traded a really nice prospect, and then they paid him a crap load of money to bring him in with luxury tax. But so this is what I did, right?
Mm-hmm.
We know the Phillies have great starting pitching. But in the playoffs, how far does your starting pitching go? And if your bullpen's a problem, is it a problem in the playoffs? You're damn right it is. So last year they lost to the Dodgers, right? Game 1, Sanchez gave you 5 2/3. So your bullpen needed to get 10 outs. And right now with this team, 10 outs in the playoffs against a good team, does that seem like a good idea? Luzardo gave you 6 innings. That's 9 outs you need. Nola was an opener of 2 innings, and then Ranger gave you 5. So you needed 2 more innings, but they used an opener for it, which is essentially using the bullpen. And then Sanchez gave you 6 1/3. So that was the longest outing that you had. But you had to bring Luzardo in to pitch because it went to extra innings. So what I'm saying is we can do all the talk about the offense has to do it in October. The offense is going to have to do more than just it in October if they're going to win some of these games. This bullpen sucks.
It does. It does. And I don't know how it's going to get better unless you get new arms. Like the guys that are currently
We need designated for assignment. Kyle Backus, they sent down. His ERA is 5.87. He was supposed to be the lefty that gets lefties out. You can't get anybody out.
It's ugly. But that's negative Johnny in the 9th inning. And I can't I'm warm and fuzzy Sean watching Kyle Schwarber mash. Got to appreciate the greatness, Ray. I don't think you are enough either. And you're younger. You're supposed to be all, spried up, sunshine and rainbows.
He's closing in on Luzinski, man. What do you want from me?
A little bit more pep. What's going on over there today?
He's great. But we can do Kyle Schwarber's great any day of the week, right? Because we do that a lot.
I watched back-to-back home runs.
Oh, yeah,
from
that's
the
right.
Reds.
Yeah, that's right.
There was an inning with 4 home runs, Sean.
It did get ugly.
So help me if the 9th inning home run didn't save my night.
Yeah, I was not warm and fuzzy. Sean wasn't reading our room very well with
I guess
that.
not.
Yeah, the greatness text last night, I was like, well, there's a World Cup game I forgot about tonight. The hell are we talking about? Yeah, he is great. I love watching Kyle Schwarber hit bombs.
Maybe I'm wrong on this one, all right? I tend to get things wrong from time to time.
You're not wrong. It's just your opinion. I can't say your opinion's wrong. I don't understand.
He is great. You're
Yeah,
right
we
about
know that. All right, so real fast. One move at the trade deadline, what is it?
It's got to be the bullpen at this point.
Ugh.
Starting pitcher, outfielder, bat, bullpen.
I was holding on for the longest time about the outfield, but
Definitely not a
bullpen.
Definitely not a
gross.
starting pitch for me.
And they need all of it.
I'm going bat still. I just got to come back to the offense. It helps with the depth. You get another stick in there that you can put up against a pinch hit spot.
Let me rephrase it. Biggest need going into the trade deadline.
bullpen arm.
Bullpen.
Yeah,
Bullpen arms.
I can't argue that.
These guys need to be designated for assignment. I need a couple of new guys. Get them out of here.
How easy is that, though?
Get Tanner Banks out of here. 610-632-0975. Coming up, Ricky Battalico and the mustard scandal. It's taking over Unfiltered. It's taking over the morning show. We haven't talked about it. We'll weigh in next. Middays with Marks.
Hey, Philly, it's Ray Dunn, and I want to see you, just like Sean Brace at Great American Pub in Conshohocken tonight for Modelo Match Night with 97.5 The Fanatic. It's not just Sean Brace. I'm hearing another Sean from the station is making his way down there today. Sean Robin, we're going to have ourselves a time when the action kicks off at 4 o'clock. So be sure to get yourself there early. Grab yourself a seat. Settle in before the match begins. From 4 to 6 p.m., we'll catch all the soccer action, enjoy an unbeatable atmosphere, and, of course, raise a cold or a few cold Modelo's with fellow fans. Enjoy Modelo beer specials, and we'll have exclusive Modelo and Fanatic giveaways while supplies last, including Modelo boot glassware, stickers, this very T-shirt I'm wearing right now if you're watching us on YouTube, and Philadelphia 2026 koozies. Plus, you'll have a chance to enter to win an autographed Diego Luna jersey, an autographed poster, or John Paul's ball. Whether you're coming with friends or looking for one of the best places in the Philly area to catch the match, this is where you want to be. Great American Pub in Conshohocken tonight, 4 o'clock to 6 o'clock. For details and future Modelo Match Night dates, visit 975thefanatic.com. Modelo Match Nights presented by Modelo and 97.5 The Fanatic.
Got something to
back Middays with Marks. So it's not a scandal, it's an incident that happened here a couple days ago at the Fanatic. I didn't know anything about it until yesterday. Ricky was yelling at Dylan, and he called him a rat, and he was using profanity and yelling at him. So Ray, here's the story. I just got it from Dylan. This has been talked about on the morning show. So I feel comfortable talking about it. I'm not a snitch.
All right.
Because snitches get stitches.
Sure.
Dylan's the snitch. But so the story goes, so Ricky always is either throwing a ball or he's got is it a putter?
Without a head. It's literally just the
Which
putter.
is my fault.
Oh,
No, I know, but it's a sharp edge where the putter part of it broke off. It's just sharp.
Right.
It's a sharp edge now.
Yeah,
Correct.
I broke that putt.
If he hit somebody with it, it would hurt him.
Oh, yeah.
So he'll
absolutely.
walk around and he's not going to hit anybody with it, but he threatens people with it, or he intimidates you with it,
Yes.
Yes.
right? So it wasn't that. He had a PVC pipe. So like a piece of a heavy plastic plumbing pipe, and he was smashing it against the counter, kind of like threatening Dylan with it.
Jeez.
So Dylan, as Dylan said, playfully picked up the mustard and said, like, hey, get that away from me. It didn't even say it, but that was the implication was like, hey, I'll squirt you with his mustard. You keep messing around with that pipe. So Ricky grabs the mustard and starts chasing Dylan.
You pissed me off.
What a nut.
So Dylan ran away, went out the door, and he came back. I guess he went to the bathroom, and he came back in, and and he gets to approaching the door, and there's mustard squirted all over the floor.
Yeah.
You suck.
And the mustard is like a spicy brown mustard. So it looks like doo-doo.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's someone spilled
Squirted
mustard. No, because
no.
there's big streaks because he literally squirted it like a water gun almost.
It looks like a dog came up here, did some business.
Had
and-
diarrhea, yeah.
Now it's into the carpet.
Right, which is outside of our office technically, so you would have to have somebody come up and scrub the carpet or whatever. It doesn't seem likely that someone's going to report it.
So how long till the mustard gets cleaned up? Let's ask.
I don't think it does.
Okay.
Right, Ray?
Oh, man. We're talking 2027 at the earliest.
Well, you got to think about the wet shoes aspect. That would be our best chance that actually dilutes the stain, and then
You don't just wear into the carpet
Correct.
and no one will even know it's not there.
yeah.
I don't think it ever gets cleaned up, to be honest with you. But Ricky, who's smashing a pipe against a counter, and then Dylan just picks up the mustard because there's a couple bottles of mustard sitting there because that's where they put the soft pretzels from Philly Pretzel Factory.
You know, Bill Carullo was asking, hey, why no one sticks around? No one stays around because he hopped on the show yesterday. He's like, you going to be coming on the show and see what happens when you hang out here post
It's dangerous.
So bring the pipe in.
post 2 o'clock?
So this is what Ricky was threatening. Hand it to Sean. Right there.
Why-
Here's what Ricky was threatening
Why
Dylan
is
with.
there a PVC pipe? Dude, you could do damage with this. This thing.
Is it? Yeah. So that's what he's doing. He's got that, and he's whacking it against the counter near Dylan. So Dylan, Dylan doesn't think he's going to hit him with it, maybe, but he picks up the mustard, kind of, he's being playful. So Ricky grabs a mustard bottle and starts chasing.
Blow dart.
So he starts chasing with it, then he squirts it at him.
That's good defense.
Yeah.
Good defense tactic there by Dylan. Get a little mustard.
No,
shake it up.
yeah. Well, he ended up running, so it wasn't a defense.
And now we have the stain right there
Right.
on the door. But we figured it out who is the guilty party. So that's
was
funny.
Ricky.
That's funny.
All right.
You pissed me off. You suck.
All right. Hopefully this stays out of HR's hands.
We had
Oh, yeah.
we had another good drop yesterday too from Ricky. Not when we surprised him with what I said about Magic Johnson. It was in the beginning. I wrote it down. We got to pull it. It was a great drop.
He got AIDS.
Yeah, that. Yeah, not that. It was something else from Ricky's mouth, and it was pretty funny. We'll have to pull it.
All right. We'll do it. So is this the end of it? It's just like that mustard stain's just going to be there and no one does anything about it?
Probably.
I'm fine
I
with
would
that,
assume.
too. I don't care.
No.
We have to have a bigger conversation about the danger it is to have Ricky around.
Well, it's not just him. Because
And Bill.
you had BP throwing things around, and
Yeah.
apparently glasses broke.
Brady Petrilli chucked the football because these guys they're back there throwing stuff around. Ricky cannot, if he doesn't have the ball in his hand, that's when he has the golf club. He probably couldn't find the golf club or he saw the PVC pipe. So that he always has to have something that he's walking around with, threatening people or doing stuff with. Because if he has the ball, he throws it at you, typically. Right? But Petrilli guns a football this is where the desks are and like where the cubicles are.
Yeah, what's the matter with Petrilli?
And it hits the Andy in Lambertville gave us pictures from the show that were in frames. It was very nice.
That's right.
He hits a bullseye on that picture, and glass flies everywhere. So Vanna's full coffee in her travel mug exploded everywhere because then the ball went over there. Yeah, what are these guys doing?
They're crazy. They're crazy in the bullpen. That's the issue.
I'm glad when we come in, there's nobody here, and when we leave, we leave.
Yeah, look, this is the reason why, Bill. I don't want to be catching balls in my head.
Nope.
Definitely not. No, definitely not.
He's not a fan. You're not a fan of balls?
No, definitely not. And
Like,
glass shards and mustard being squirted and people walking around with pipes. No, I'll pass on that. I'm good on that. These guys are crazy. Good grief.
Poor Dylan.
Yeah.
And this is when Dylan walks around. You know, Dylan's not trying to have Ricky beat him up with a PVC.
Dylan's been dealing with this for years.
Yeah, I was going to say, poor Dylan, you kind of lose me there. Dylan does kind of bring this onto himself. Like, he could have at least given Andrew and John in the morning some time to try and investigate this. He just was like, oh, yeah, Ricky did that. Like, you know how this works. They're going to go in the air. They're going to blame Ricky for it. Ricky's going to get upset that he's being blamed for something,
Yeah, but
and you're going to be ratted.
But he did it.
Right. But you don't have to be the one to rat on him.
Yeah, but hang on a second. They bring him on to try to find out what happened, and he says, yeah, Ricky chased me with a mustard bottle and squirted it at me.
They didn't bring him on at first. He just said off the air, oh, yeah, Ricky did that. They went on the air, and then they're like, oh, well, we know Ricky did it.
Yeah, but I don't understand what he did wrong. Obviously, they saw the mustard stain. So then they asked Dylan, and Dylan said, yeah, Ricky did it. So they bring him on, and instead, what's at that point he's going to say he doesn't know?
This is the great cycle of Dylan. Something happens that Ricky does. Dylan's obviously here for it. Dylan sees it. Dylan leaves it alone for a day or two. Inevitably, someone realizes Ricky did something wrong. Dylan then rats on Ricky, and then all of a sudden, it's poor Dylan that Dylan's in trouble with Ricky again.
But if Ricky doesn't squirt the mustard chasing him, none of this happens.
Yes, but two wrongs don't make a right here. You said
That's
it
true.
about snitching. We don't need snitches. He snitches the time on Ricky.
He's contributing to great content on the station. So I like that Ricky does these things, but if he doesn't say anything, then we don't know.
Then we investigate.
Okay, well, like if you're going to tell me we need the investigation first and then Dylan snitches on him, I'm for that.
What I'm saying is I'm pro anonymous sources.
Oh, see,
Every
I'm not.
time that Dylan ends up doing this,
Sean's not.
it leads to a problem.
No,
I know
can't,
you're not.
I hate sources. Yucky.
Yeah, I don't know. If
Contacts
Dylan's
are
just
okay.
dropped off like a piece of paper somewhere, like, oh, I saw it. This was Ricky.
All right,
We're in a better spot for him.
I support Dylan. Like, just don't get the PVC pipe and start banging on the
Well, again, Ricky could be Ricky.
Ah! Well, what I'm saying is, I want him to do that stuff, but we also have to understand that if he's squirting mustard, then if Dylan decides that he's going to bring it up on the air, I support him. Just don't squirt the mustard. None of that happens. Coming up,
Drink to that.
News at noon with Ray Dunn. Today, Ray has is this a Mets update?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got a Mets update that has nothing really to do with the Mets and has to do with the legend of the Mets.
Oh, the Keith Hernandez stuff. I saw this. Josh Hart is talking about Philadelphia sports fans again. And Jimmy Rollins told a great story about his love for Montreal. That's coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Up one in Cincy. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update brought to you by the McComb Group. It's McCombGroup.com. McComb Group Sports Contractors, one of the largest PBF inventories for pipe, valve, and fittings. Trusted brands count the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. The Phillies losing 11-5 last night in Cincinnati. Reds 4 home runs in a 5-run fourth inning, and from there it was all Cincinnati. Ninth inning, Kyle Schwarber did get his 32nd home run of the season. Sean Brace was really excited to see that one late in the game. Obviously, a great season going on for Schwarber right now. Phillies try and bounce back tonight. Jesus Luzardo, Brady Singer, the matchup on the mound, 7-10 tonight. Brandon Graham this morning on Good Morning Football has not been brought back by the Philadelphia Eagles. Is he interested in coming back?
That's why I'm taking my time. Honestly, I'm gonna really know this year because this is it. If it's this year or this is it,
We'll see if this is it. Does seem like he has interest in coming back to the Birds if they have interest in him. This update is also brought to you by the Department of Behavioral Health and Intellectual Disability Services. If you're caring for an adult with an intellectual disability, autism, or a developmental disability, you may be eligible for support. Visit dbhids.org/IDS. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby, 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
Sean Ray. A lot of Sixers. People very excited about the 76ers.
Well,
your team, your town.
I'm glad you just brought that up because I was yelling about how they're not getting the proper praise from the perspective of can this team compete for the Eastern Conference next year? One man's opinion. Of course, I'm a little biased being a diehard Sixer fan. However, David Dennis, anybody pick him out of a lineup of five?
Is he the Toyota guy?
No. The guy that fell asleep on the front row?
What was his name?
Dude, I can't believe he fell asleep at the game. That was hysterical.
I don't think that was naturally falling asleep from melatonin.
A little assisted. It happens. Anyways, David Dennis is he's passionate. He's enthusiastic about the NBA. He does ESPN. He is in the car wash. He's now in First Take. He gave his top 5. He's the guy on the right-hand part of your screen, John. Sorry for the people that aren't watching. Anyways, top 5 today. His list was top 5 East teams to challenge the Knicks. And ladies and gentlemen, number 1 on his list, David's A list, was our 76ers.
Nice.
How about that?
Yeah, man. Raptors 2, Heat 3, Pistons 4, Pacers 5. Raptors with Kawhi.
Yeah. Maybe.
Okay.
Does he stay healthy? Is he playing 67 games, 70 games?
Yeah.
I mean, he had a hell of a year last year.
Oh, he did. They got a good team. Good club. But I'm taking the
Deep
Sixers.
team.
Finally, that's literally the first person because I've heard people make the case about the Heat, of course, the Pistons. Who's the second scorer for the Pistons? They lost. Look, at the end of the day, Tobias Harris, he earned his contract last year. He did. He was a big-time player for the Pistons.
Yeah, regular season, yes.
Correct. Definitely not playoffs, but definitely
Well, I
regular
think in
season.
some of those games, he was their number 2 scoring option, which told you all you need to know about the team. The problem was they didn't have a real number 2 scoring option. He should have been your third.
And Dern, is he back? I think. I don't think they have a choice. But the Pacers, with Halliburton back, do they hit the ground running? I don't know. But give me the Sixers, John.
Well, there's no slam dunk. There's no slam dunk. There's the Knicks, and then there's kind of everybody else, right? Would you agree? I don't know. I mean, the Pistons scare you in a playoff series if you have Embiid, Brown, Maxey,
Hell
Edgecombe?
no.
No.
It comes back to JoJo. You're right. Because, of course, you can't go into this next season with.
Well, he'll play games 2, 4, 5, and then 7.
Oh, okay. It's not sign me up.
What's the problem? Is he playing 7 games in a 7 series?
Probably not.
Well, no appendix, so we can rule that out. They won't. No issues there.
Yeah. There'll be something.
Yeah, there will always be.
No, the poor dude, it's always something.
Always.
All right.
They only played 4 against the Celtics. All they needed.
That's all they needed.
There you go.
That's it. That's the key. All right, Ray. Let's get to the news and noon. Go ahead. News at noon with Ray Dunn. Stories that you don't need.
Yeah.
News at noon with Ray Dunn.
All together.
It's better than listening to
Creed. Just go there.
That's the best part. Make her escape. Go ahead, Ray.
It is better than listening to Josh Hart talk. Tell you that. Josh Hart talking about Philly as a sports town. Do we want to do the old stop it when it gets annoying?
I dig it.
All right. When you're tired of hearing Josh Hart's voice, just let me know.
I was wrong in part of my post-game interview because I said Philly wasn't a sports town. I thought it was, but it's no longer. I will say this. They rock with their Eagles. They rock with their Eagles very, very heavy. I still would not retract or recant my statements of Philly not being a sports town.
Come on now.
I just have to say because
Philly's a sports town.
it's not a sports town.
It's a sports town.
They, like I said, they're diehard and they love the Eagles and they'll fight anybody over the Eagles.
So what's the
Respect.
definition of a sports town?
Like I said, you cannot be labeled a sports town.
Answer the question.
Let me answer. Let me give
No,
you this
just answer my
I don't
question
care
first.
about. I'm telling you my answer.
Does he
my
give an
definition-
answer?
You can't be a.
He does. He eventually, after a lot of hemming and hawing, says you can't have an arena taken over if you're a sports town. And then at the end of it, I don't want to put you through 30 more seconds of it, says that he regards L.A. as more of a sports town than Philadelphia.
Yeah. Thanks, Josh Hart.
There you go.
You know me, I'm a big Villanova basketball fan, so it hurts me from that aspect. Screw you, Josh Hart. You're a champion. You're annoying. You're a good player. Oh, like Jalen Brunson's annoying. He's a great player. You're annoying. You're slightly above average player. He's
Good
a
role
champion.
player.
Yeah, he's a really good role player. Yeah,
He's really good.
yeah. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Like screw you. Whatever. Like you're saying it because the Knicks fans took over Infinity Mobile Arena. You're absolutely right. That actually happened. It did. Can we talk about why it happened? Maybe it's because no one believes in the team.
Yeah.
I mean, does that mean we're not? I don't know. Like I'm a big Philadelphia sports fan. I don't go to these games.
Part of it. It definitely is part of it. The fact that they took over, because let's not,
whatever.
The Knicks fans took over a lot of arenas. Remember, Gansey said it. They took over Cleveland. They travel well.
And you know what? When the Knicks suck and the Sixers were good, guess what? You heard a lot more in Madison Square Garden.
You're damn right.
Sixers fans.
Yep.
So guess what happens when you're really good? Your fans follow.
How about that?
Shut up, Josh Hart.
I'm sure MetLife has been just packed with
Yeah,
Giants and Jets fans over the last couple of years, just dying to be in there and support their team.
Yeah, but about the Phillies, has he ever watched baseball? Is he not?
He actually is a Phillies fan, isn't he? I think he is.
But well, if he is, he should know that an atmosphere in the playoffs is nothing like Philadelphia.
Yeah, he's just running his yap.
Now, he just doesn't want to back down now. All right.
All right, keeping it up in New York. The Mets season's been so bad. How bad has it been? Keith Hernandez is questioning, well, not really questioning, acknowledging the end of his bloodline.
Jessie, my oldest, has 2 kids. She's my adopted daughter, so she's not in my line. So my brother has 2 kids, and they're in their 40s, and they're not married. I don't think they're going to have kids. My 2 in their 40s, they're not going to have kids. I won't go into to one of them how that's not going to happen. So the line is burnt. It's burnt. It's burned down.
Just
ended.
Hey, man, I don't know. Don't know anybody else's situation, but I was staring that down the barrel. That was me. If I didn't have Lane, we were done. Braces were over.
So you're the last line of defense?
I was the last line of defense. My Uncle Randy had 2 girls, and then this was me. That was it. So if Lane was not a boy, if he came out a girl, which I fully expected that to happen, that was the end of braces. But now Lane carries it on. Pretty crazy how that works. Not that it was like...
No, but still, you're like with me, my cousin Danny, he is Harry, who I think he just graduated from college, but he's like college age.
Yep.
His 2 brothers, Matt and John, they're not having kids. So it's not going to come from there. I have 3 girls.
Yep.
I have no brothers or sisters, so there's nothing with me.
Yep.
My cousin Keith he's got a boy, so he keeps it going, but that's it. No,
we're a family.
My cousin Michael changed his last name. So
nothing but girls on our family, man. It's crazy. So I fully expected, because my uncle had 2 girls, like I fully expected Lane to be a girl.
Or actually, I have a cousin Peter who we never see. He is a boy.
So, but that was, it's not a tough pill to swallow, but it sucks. I'll just be honest with you. It sucked. I'm like, damn, that's pretty messed up that there's never going to be another brace after me, but now there is.
Nice.
Lane Michael.
Ray, are there a lot of Duns out there?
I mean, I'm the oldest of all the cousins, so...
How many male cousins are there?
I guess on the Dunn side, just my brother and I.
So it's up to you to carry on the name.
It's up to my brother to carry on the name.
Not you?
I mean, he's got the long-term girlfriend. I imagine he'll be married before me. I'll put the pressure on him right now.
Yeah, but I mean, you would have to think you're not going to have children.
I mean,
it's a possibility.
It's a possibility.
Have you thought? Do you not want children?
No, I'd like children.
Okay.
It's the whole getting to the process of having children.
Wait till you have one.
Yeah, Ray, you'll get to the process. You're not that nutty.
Oh, the process is the best part of it.
Well, yeah.
Let me tell you about that.
It's everything after the process.
Yeah, the process, and that's a real process
like the Sixers.
that you could enjoy.
It's the lead up to the process, and then it's post-process.
Wait, are you tanking right now? Is that what you're doing? You're tanking. Okay, got it.
Ray, are you thinking that you may be unable to find love and meet the right person to settle down with?
Let's not turn this into I'm laying on a therapist's couch right
Well,
here.
you're the one that brought this up. I
I'm just
didn't.
saying. I'm single guy. I don't know. You guys aren't Friends fans, but there's the episode where they all turn 30 and they do the whole backtracking what they thought the timeline of their lives were going to be.
Bro, I didn't.
The timeline of my life I thought would work a little bit differently.
I didn't really have a serious girlfriend until I did, but it was shorter term. But I never thought about having kids. I certainly never thought, well, I don't know if I'm going to have kids.
Take me back to those days.
Right? I don't know. I never thought I wasn't going to have kids. You're expressing doubt that you're even going to have kids.
Well, I don't really want to be an old dad. It's really what it is.
Yes,
like me.
Yes, there it is. Let me tell you right now, people, if I give you one piece of advice, do not think that you can have kids later and everything's going to be smooth. At 45, changing diapers, I'm losing my mind daily. Now,
see,
I'm weak-minded when it comes to this. I get it. You can rip me all you want, but
would you trade that for
don't ask me that question,
25
Johnny.
to 35 when you had no responsibilities and you were just being a maniac? Because that's what you have to do. Because my friends Zach and Stacy, she got pregnant right when she got out of high school. So they started having kids right. They're all out of the house. They're not even out of the house. They're all graduated from high school. I had a 5-year-old at home. We're the same age. So, but they traded those years for when I was living single. I was living in high rises. I moved to Hawaii. I wouldn't trade anything. I love being an old dad.
Oh, man. Those diapers. Oh, dude, I'm losing it. Nightly, daily.
Right.
Last night, 3:30 to 5. 3:30 this morning, excuse me. 3:30. Now, my wife does it all the time, but I did it last night. 3:30 to 5 a.m. This dude's on my shoulder squirming all
Can't
over
get
like a
comfortable.
worm. I'm like, dude,
Teething.
please go to bed.
Yeah, I remember those days.
45, I'm losing it.
I'm worried about Ray.
Yeah, Ray.
Little worried about Ray.
We need to find Ray love.
I don't think we need to.
I think that would be. You know what? You know, there's a great spot for love. Concha Hawk and Great American Pub, 4:00 tonight.
So who's going to be there at 4:00?
Well, ladies will be there. Concha Hawk is a hotbed these days.
Where will Ray be?
He's
There.
at Great American Pub.
American Pub.
Are you doing Quizzo?
No, Modelo Match
Oh,
Night.
you're
France,
so
Morocco.
that's what you've been talking about all day?
Yep.
I didn't listen.
I'm glad you brought up Quizzo real quick. He is the Quizzo master from what I heard. I was at 1912 Club. He does it the first Thursday of every month. He'll be back on August 6th. I saw the banner up in the bar.
How about that?
I did get word, though, you asked too many Sixer questions.
Yes, there were 2 Sixer questions of the 35 questions that were asked. And I was...
How many were sports questions?
4, maybe.
That's it.
Yeah.
So it's not a sports heavy.
Correct. No, it's not sports heavy at all. I asked for the last question of the June in the News, the first round picks for both teams, for the Sixers and the Flyers, which was funny because nobody got the Flyers. And
I can't even answer that.
the second round
Same.
was what Sixer is from the Bahamas?
Ooh.
Oh, that's
Well, you think it's easy, and then
well,
it's too many
big
Sixer
Sixers
questions.
fans. Yeah, well,
Gotcha.
like somebody that's a casual fan, they're not going to know.
Right.
that.
But they could always
And
cheat.
somebody that doesn't pay attention to pop culture might struggle with some other stuff.
Right.
That's the idea of Quizzo.
Like
Hey,
me.
all I know is people said, my guy Callahan up there was talking to him yesterday, said you do a great job. Nice work.
Thank you.
All right.
I enjoy it.
Love the 1912 Club. Do you guys care about how I shot yesterday?
Sure.
Oh, back nine, I was tearing it up.
What'd you shoot in the back nine?
43. I should
Really?
have shot 41, but whatever. What are you going to do? 43 on the back nine. Had a great front back nine. Don't ask about the front nine, though, okay?
How'd the
Back
front nine
good?
go?
No, not
Well, it
good.
took you time to get heated up.
Yeah, that was it.
All right.
But a beautiful club up there. BQ, Temple Zone. Of course, that's why Ray's up there. A lot of Temple pride up there.
There is a lot of Temple pride.
Awesome. It's great.
You want the Jimmy Rollins story or not?
Yes.
All right. Jimmy Rollins on the 611 podcast.
If we had a weekend, he knew I loved Montreal. Sundays was my day off. It was automatic. But we had lost 6 in a row coming in. I'm out all night. I don't even think I go to sleep. I just go from hanging out, packing my suitcase into the to the locker room. And I come in, and Pat Burrell, he has a little cup in my chair. I'm like, nah, what's this? You must not know. I don't play Sundays in Montreal. And he gave that little pat. He's like, oh, you must not have looked at the lineup. I'm like, for what? We worked this out last year. I do not play on Sundays in Montreal. Go look at the board. Rollins leading off. I walk straight into Bo's office, open up the door. He's like, I know. My bad. But we lost 6 in a row. We need you out there. I'm like, Bo, do you know what I was doing last night? Like, I am not prepared to play today.
That's awesome. Jimmy and Larry, they love each other. They really, really do. Larry's awesome.
They love each other.
Can't you see Jimmy walking in and him being like, I know. We need you in there today. Jimmy Rollins, Terry Francona and that Phillies team, they were not good. And Terry learned a lot about his time in Philadelphia. He was way too players manager, especially with that team. You immediately saw Larry Bubba come in, and, man, he lit a fire under their ass, but he also had Jimmy Rollins as a rookie. And Jimmy Rollins, as a rookie, changed that team. He was on the base path. Like, forget about everything else because he developed into a really, really good hitter. Triples, stolen bases, and just creating havoc on the base paths. And his defense. He was unbelievable. And the Jimmy under Larry Bow was my favorite Jimmy, for sure. Just an absolute beast on the base path. That's awesome.
Jimmy's the man, and he's doing a great job promoting everything for Philadelphia, doing a great job on TBS. He is, I think he's tremendous.
He's great.
Covering the game of baseball. I mean, he knows a ton.
Love him.
Yep.
So it's a great story. I'm trying to figure out what game exactly this was because he did get a lot of Sundays off in Montreal. That's very true.
That's pretty
Did you go back and look?
But I've been going back trying to work through like when this could have been.
Is this a Diana Rossini story? Don't look too hard to expose him.
I don't want to look too hard. There is a Sunday he played in Montreal where he went 2 for 4. I was hoping we were going to get like he had this incredible Sunday after being hammered.
Well, yeah, 2 for 4. I thought you were going to say terrible Sunday. No, that's the
No.
thing. Like, Jimmy, dude, they just snap it.
So I want for it to be like.
Got ya.
Yeah, you drink a cup of coffee and
Yeah.
get out there. You know, once the game's over, you can go to sleep on the plane.
Yeah, sometimes, a good hangover will do you well, sometimes.
It is amazing, though.
And then other times you throw up in the trash can.
Well, it depends the age. There is not one hangover that I've had in the last 5 years that has done me anything other than the fact of just, like, make me want
hating
to.
life.
Yeah, there you go. Oof. They hit harder and harder.
I can't tell you the last time I was hungover.
It's not fun. Like,
Yeah.
It was the 3rd of July, and I woke up the 4th of July this past weekend going, dude, I just can't do it anymore. I'm so old.
You are.
I know I had probably 16 Michelob Ultras, but they're only Ultras.
Yeah, you pee most of them out.
That's it.
No shots?
Did you have a good 4th of July weekend? Did you see some fireworks? Did you get?
No, No, the Limerick, Ray will know the Limerick up at Waltz Golf had the fireworks, and we went and we were parked at Westmont because that's where you can park and you can get a really good, you can see it, and it's pouring rain and it's lightning, and now they're saying
you're saying the 4th of July
on the 4th, and now they're saying like, all right, maybe 10 o'clock, and it was 9, and I got 3 kids in the car, and I'm like, no, let's go home.
Sucks.
Like, no. So they ended up being 10. It ended up being a little bit after 10, but by that time the kids didn't care. Once we got home, it's like, we'll watch a movie. We can watch a movie. They're like, okay. But they were pissed we were leaving. And I'm like, I'm not sitting in a car with you guys for an hour for maybe to see fireworks.
Yeah, it stunk on 4th of July. Thank God Conchi did it the day before.
But we were at the pool the day before for 5 hours. It was 100 degrees.
Perfect.
Oh, man, it was a great day.
Yeah.
Great, great day. Carrie from Philly and Jersey. Or no, Carrie in Jersey. Carrie, go ahead.
Hey, John. It's me.
Oh, it's Carrie, the massage therapist.
It's me.
Ray's number one fan.
Hey, Carrie.
I had to call
Hey,
in
Ray.
to stick up for my buddy Ray.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's all right. Why are we worried about Ray? I mean,
he seems worried about himself to already have this fatalistic, view of himself of like, maybe I'll never have children.
I'll never find a love of my life.
Right.
That's what I heard.
You feel the same way, Carrie?
Well, I'm a lot older than Ray. I'm looking for love, but I don't know about kids. I'm 45 and I love kids.
Are you looking in all the right places,
No,
Carrie?
the wrong places.
Oh, that's what it is.
No fine girls, just ugly faces. Not saying you. That's a Young MC lyric.
That's it. Yeah, there you go.
So where do are you an app? Are you on apps looking for
Not
love?
at all. No.
How do you feel?
Tried,
Oh, you have tried. Have you been out on a date?
Of course.
Via the app?
And
Okay.
it's never a good thing. The last time some guy was telling me, after a couple hours of hanging out, he's actually living at home with his wife that he's going to get a divorce from.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that when he has to come back to your place? Like, maybe we can go back to your place.
Yeah, my place, not so much. Your place, though? Sure.
You're not coming back to my place if you're still married, first of all.
Yeah, that's a
Second of all,
good call.
like in the same house. I mean,
Shame on that.
So
guy.
where do you meet men? Do you go to the mall like I used to when I was in high school?
go to the mall.
I'm just wondering where you meet men then.
Grocery store.
It's a good question. I don't really. I got to get out more. I got to get out.
Yeah, and it's not easy to do that with our world that we live in.
Right.
But it is
I'm
the
not,
truth.
Like as you were saying, not a huge drinker anymore.
Mm,
so
yeah.
I'm not wanting to go to the bars, and then everybody's coupled up or married and has kids, or they don't have kids. I mean, I love kids. I have a nephew who's 3. So he's my heart and soul, and that might be it for me. But you never know.
Carrie, we
know.
Carrie, I'll tell you what. We can open up the lines. We can open up the lines.
Well, let's open up the line.
But so listen, Uncle Jamie was also talking about he was interested in DM dating. We were talking about having a singles mixer with our listeners. The problem was it might be Carrie and then 50 guys. So you would actually get a pick of your men. Because Ray's not a good match because you said you're not a big drinker. We know Ray is.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Like Ray, the lifestyle for the woman would be smoker, drinker, likes to be out a lot.
Oh yeah, midnight hour.
Burgers at the bar.
Yeah.
That's not a match for you,
maybe,
Carrie.
Maybe 20s Carrie, but not.
Well,
40s.
Carrie, let me tell you this much. At the Boathouse in Conshohocken, again, I'll tell Ray's a hotbed for ladies at the Great American Pub. Boathouse in Conshohocken is a hotbed of dudes for girls. Let me tell you, every time I walk in there, it's nothing but dudes just lined up. It's a good sports bar. So if you're ever in town, swing by the Boathouse. I'll hang out with you, and you can have your pick there, all right?
Let's do it.
Awesome.
That would be fun.
All right, Carrie, listen. We're going to figure it out. We're going to find your love out there, Carrie. Ray,
you're going to help
I don't know.
me?
Yes,
I
of
would
course.
love it.
Oh, of
Yes,
course.
you're awesome.
We're all in this together.
Yeah.
Aw.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah, I mean, just
Hey,
tell
Ray.
everybody my Instagram handle.
What is it?
If you want.
What is it?
It's at Kerry, KERRI _Mullen _massage.
See, you are perfect. I mean, come on, get the good massage. You meet the right man. No married men apply, okay? None of that.
No, please.
Yeah.
And John, I know, and now I heard that you guys, neither of you are into massage, but I don't know if
I didn't say that.
you've had a good enough massage.
That's true.
So,
It just honestly makes me, and again, it's KERRI _ Mullen MULLEN _ massage.
Yeah.
Professional massage therapist.
God.
I'm just not I'm not comfortable if a woman is touching my body. I don't I don't want to I'm never going to be unprofessional. I just feel uncomfortable with somebody else touching.
I'm comfortable, Carrie.
I understand.
I got a bad back too. I got a bad back and a little knot in my neck.
You know, and the thing I wanted to tell you guys is I do this thing called craniosacral, which is very different kind of massage. It's fully clothed, it's gentle touch, and it's a nervous system reset, which who couldn't use that. And so I just wanted to let you guys know there's all different forms of body work out there that people don't realize.
Work on
Carrie,
that body, John.
we appreciate it.
We'll make that happen. I like the idea. Looking for love.
So, Sean, we have breaking Flyers news. Ray, what is it?
All right. According to Elliot Friedman, the Ducks have matched the Leo Carlsson offer sheet.
Ew. Wow. I didn't think they were going to do it. I really didn't. Something in my body was telling me that they were not going to meet that number. There were some rumors out there that they came back and said $15 million. I'm like, wait a minute, dude. The number is the $18 million Briere offered. That stinks.
I'm texting Martinez to see if he can come on next. We get him scheduled for 1 o'clock. We thought we'd be talking about the deadline being tomorrow.
I was getting flyered up with the fact that they were going to get Carlson. Yeah, didn't you have to? This is a great question for Jason. If you're Anaheim, if you're the Ducks, didn't you have to?
I forget who said this to us here, but someone had said, put yourself in their shoes.
Yeah.
You're going to let them come in and be like, hey, we're stealing your 21-year-old stud.
Nope.
That's the former number 2 overall pick in the draft. What I said was that you match the offer sheet, you worry about the rest later.
Correct.
If it means you can't pay other guys, then you can't pay other guys. You worry about the rest later. You'll figure it out.
These studs don't come around often. UFAs aren't out there like they used to be.
Man, still disappointing.
Yeah, that stinks. Shout out to Briere, though.
So shout out
and
to Briere,
Jonesy.
but also it's deflating because they took a huge swing. And I'm like, you don't even call it a miss because they tried, but they didn't get the player. Now what? Because just last Thursday, so on Thursday, he talks about Flyers might need to worry about it being a step back year, which is really hard to do considering they barely made the playoffs. So what, next year you might miss the playoffs? That was really weird. Can we play that coming up next? Can we play what Briere said coming up next? All right, the Ducks matched the offer sheet for Carlson. We'll see if Martinez can jump on next, but he is going to be coming up here in the next half hour or so. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
No Carlson. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update, and it's brought to you by Corona. Your shot at home run derby and Major League Baseball All-Star Game ticket starts with Corona at 97.5 The Fanatic. Join us All-Star Weekend at City Tap House, Morgan's Pier, and Tailgate Sports Bar. Learn more at 975thefanatic.com. Must be 21 plus. Presented by Corona. The Flyers will not be getting Leo Carlsson from the Anaheim Ducks. They had tried to put a 5-year offer sheet out there worth $90 million. The deadline was tomorrow for the Ducks to match the offer sheet, take the offer off the board, and keep him. If the Flyers were able to sign him to it, they would have had to give up 4 first-round picks for him. The Ducks have matched the offer sheet. No Leo Carlsson for the Flyers. We'll continue to react with you coming up over the next hour or so about everything going on with this Flyers team. We'll talk to Jason Martinez within the next hour about where the Flyers go from here after not landing Leo Carlsson. So that takes at least one of the big names coming to Philadelphia, or potentially coming to Philadelphia, off the board. We're obviously still talking about LeBron James and the potential of that. We had Bob Cooney on earlier. You catch that conversation one more time on our website or the Fanatic app. This update also brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. McComb Group supports contracts, one of the largest PVF inventories, pipe, valve, and fittings, trusted brands. Count on the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and the Union. 97.5 The Fanatic.
There's a new. Did you see the new GIF of me? Did Dutzy put it out there?
I did not.
I don't know what I'm doing in it. Oh, let me copy, put it in the group text. I guess he did it, and then he didn't want to throw me under the bus. I just sent it to the. It's from today. I have no idea what I was doing.
I did not see it. I need to see it.
I just sent it to the group.
Okay.
If you guys get it. Anyway.
I love the fact that, speaking of memes and GIFs/GIFs, whatever you call them, I still don't know. What do you say? You say GIFs? Are they GIFs?
I
GIFs?
say GIF like peanut butter.
Okay. Somebody posted Carlson's tenure as a Flyer, and it's Aaron Rodgers running out with the American flag with the Jets.
Oh, my God. All right. So, Flyers fans on the Davis Honda text line, 610-632-0975. Wolf Martinez coming up at 1 o'clock. I texted him. He's not by his setup or whatever, so he's going to join us at 1 o'clock. They matched the offer. Carlson becomes the highest paid player in the NHL, whether it was with the Ducks or the Flyers. That's what it was going to be, $18 million a year. So now, because nobody should be surprised that they did it, he's a great young player. It's a matter of what do they do now? So what do they do now? Is this it? Are they being aggressive to try to make some other moves? Are they in the trade market? Here's Danny Briere last Thursday. I didn't hear this because we were heading into a holiday weekend. Uncle Jamie actually texted me and was like, "Did you hear what Briere said?" I'm like, "No." Here's Danny Briere. They spoke last Thursday. Here it is.
You got to be careful, even from our side, to not, get disappointed because, there's nothing that happened today that was a huge flash. If we have a chance, we'll jump on it. But I think this team is going in the right direction. I'm really excited about the future of this team. We're still one of the youngest team in the NHL. We took a big step forward last year. There's a chance and a good chance that we take a little bit of a step back this year. We're ready for that. But I'm excited where this young group of guys are going.
Yeah, I mean, I wish he wouldn't have said that last part because everything else he said was perfect. Given the opportunity, they're going to go for it, but it has to be the right opportunity because that's the way it should be. They shouldn't do Ed Snyder GMing where it's like, let's go out and get the best player that's available, some old guy or somebody that's going to we need a forward. We're going to go buy the best forward on the market with money. And that's not what they're doing, which is smart. They don't have to do that yet. But putting on expectations of, can you play just that last part again, right? Can you find it? He not only did he say a chance, he said a good chance that they take a little bit of a step back. A little bit of a step back is not making the playoffs, right? Or losing in the first round of the playoffs. I'm not telling you that I'm firing everybody if that's the case, but man, you can't put that expectation out there. Everything that he said up until that point, I'm with 100%. Here's that part. Go ahead.
There's a chance and a good chance that we take a little bit of a step back this year. We're ready for that. But I'm excited where this young group of guys are going.
All right. Well, you know what? Have your young players that look good last year develop even more because then you won't take a step back. Let me see Porter Martone handling his business in his first full season and showing us reasons to believe this could be the franchise guy. I mean, Zegras, that it wasn't just a one-year flash in the pan and he regresses. Michkov takes that next step. Man, I can't have an expectation that there's a good chance you could take a little bit of a step back. What is he doing?
He's playing his role. He's tempering expectations, right?
Oh, great. Just what you should do, temper expectations.
What should he do? Come out and say we're going to go for the cup? They're clearly not on the level of the Stanley Cup champions or anybody that was competing for it this year.
You're excited to see the young players and how they perform. And you can even acknowledge, hey, if we don't watch it, you're not guaranteed making the playoffs. And I believe this 100%. Like, the Flyers won't be a crap show if they don't make the playoffs this year. You don't say that. Right? You don't come out and be like, oh, well, listen, we could. No, but the reality is that if you don't watch it, just because you had a surge late in the season last year and Vladar was playing his ass off, that may not happen again this year.
Yeah, it is interesting. If Danny could do it over, would he change his words? And maybe he might, maybe he wouldn't. Of course, if the audience was different, like if it was more like players or people of upper management inside that room, maybe he's saying something a little bit different, more like of a challenge. Like, hey, look, yeah, we don't want to take a step back. We're not taking a step back. We're moving forward. And like to your point, it's not about winning the cup. Ultimately, it is about winning the cup. But in that moment, right, I think Danny might change his words again differently. You ask who should he sign? Well, it's easy. It's LeBron James.
That would work.
Put him on skates. Let's go.
Now, it's because like when I was did radio in Boston, they were talking about how can we just do a full 4-for-4 trade where each team puts it, because we already done 2 of them, right? So can now the Red Sox, maybe you get a bullpen piece and then maybe a Bruin.
You can't bring us back Ranger. He's dealing with
I saw a lot of bring Ranger back, trade for Ranger at the trade deadline.
He's got that hammy again.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to pitch in the All-Star. He's been great. He's been everything I would expect him to be up there. Ranger's awesome. But I'm seeing a lot of, should have never let him go. Man, how are you going to keep Ranger Suarez? Right? Don't you agree? Don't even get me started on the Scooble thing. Maybe I'll scream and yell about that tomorrow. But the Ranger Suarez, they should have never let him leave conversation. Like, okay, sure.
Right.
Yep.
Absolutely. I didn't want him to leave either. I can't finance it. Can you finance it, John Marks?
No.
Okay. Sean? Secret money we don't know about?
I'm actually going to be hitting your tab today.
Okay.
Right.
Good.
Yeah, unless you didn't bring Luzardo back. Right? And he's making $10 million this year, so you still would have had to find more money.
Right.
The idea that John Middleton has this budget where they can do whatever they want. John Middleton spends a lot of money. The Phillies spend a lot of money. They're not spending over a certain amount. And if you can't make do with Sanchez, Wheeler, and Luzardo as your top 3, I don't know what to tell you. The owner's spending plenty of money on players. Are you kidding me? Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, the Duran, and he's not making big money, but like the owner's doing plenty. So I don't want to hear the revisionist history on Ranger Suarez. It kills me that I hear that. He's a great. I love Ranger Suarez, man. He's doing very well up in Boston. So there's that. All right, I don't know what you do with the Flyers. That's what we'll talk to Mercedes about. All right, because I'm not a hockey expert like Ray, and Ray doesn't want to talk about it because he has his podcast Pucked Up, which is coming up.
Yeah, I'm pretty upset about the whole thing. Thought we were going to end up with a star. Didn't end up with a star. I mean, it doesn't really set you back in terms of your ability, I think, this year to compete for a Stanley Cup. I don't think this was the one move that was putting you over the top this year.
But think about if they signed him.
Oh, yeah.
The excitement that you would have. And that's really what you're missing is now you don't have that. And it's somewhat deflating because I know that if it would have been during our show tomorrow that they said, you know what, they've decided not to match, we would have went crazy.
Right.
It would have been great.
Yeah, the one thing, and that's kind of why I've been quiet back here because I've been searching for it. We had Briere on after they clinched the playoff spot. That week was the week that
I wasn't
Bill was
even
down
in
Disney.
Was I in?
You were in. Bill was in Disney. I was on.
So you had him on
Unfiltered. I
Unfiltered.
was with Ricky Bowe, and I pushed him. I think back-to-back questions of like expectations going forward, and he kept going back to the building phase, and he wouldn't really commit to this should be our expectation year in and year out of making the playoffs, which is something I thought was noteworthy given the amount of points they had the season. If you want to point to like their merit versus everyone else's merit, the fact that they got the Penguins and both those teams were near the bottom in point totals of teams in the Eastern Conference. Like I think they've been pretty realistic about how they stack up talent-wise to everyone else right now.
Yeah, no, their messaging has been consistent because even like people that I talk to that it's clearly they're being told this by the team is that, and the team is saying this because this is what they're telling people, is that you're not going to get – Ed Snyder used to go out – he would sign Tony Amonte or he would sign some other player that used to be an all-star level player that was now 35, 36 years old. And the Flyers have made it clear they weren't going to do that. And they're not. A 21-year-old forward, overpay a little bit, you're damn right.
Oh, yeah.
They're willing to do that because that's part of the future. But it doesn't seem like they're adding the older guys for an inflated salary.
And I think Leo needs to send Danny a little card in the mail. He's now the highest paid player in the NHL, $90 million for 5 years.
Yep.
It's a good get.
All right, coming up, we have Jason's coming up at 1 o'clock, but we'll get to the Brandon Graham stuff. He was on Good Morning Football. Is BG going to play? And he talked about the A.J. Brown trade. And also reaction to the offer sheet. We have it on the Davis Honda text line at 610-632-0975. Middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic.
Hey, Philly, it's Ray Dunn. I want to see you at Great American Pub in Conshohocken tonight for a Modelo match night with 97.5 The Fanatic. And tonight's a little bit generous because the action's kicking off at 4 o'clock. So this afternoon, get yourself there early. Get yourself a seat. Of course, grab yourself a Modelo from 4 to 6 today at Great American Pub in Conshohocken. We're watching all the soccer action, enjoying an awesome atmosphere. I got not one, but two Seans from 97.5 The Fanatic. That'll be joining me. That's Sean Brace and Sean Rodman. We're going to raise some cold Modelo's with all of you and enjoy those beer specials on Modelo's. And we're going to be giving you opportunities to get exclusive Modelo and Fanatic giveaways while supplies last. Maybe a Modelo boot glassware, some stickers, T-shirts, a Philadelphia 2026 koozie. Plus, you'll have the chance to enter to win an autographed Diego Luna jersey, an autographed poster, or the famous John Paul's ball. Whether you're coming with friends or looking for one of the best places in the area to catch the match, this is where you want to be. For details and future Modelo Match Nights dates, visit 975thefanatic.com. Modelo Match Nights presented by Modelo and 97.5 The Fanatic.
Yeah.
right, we're back. Coming up in less than 15 minutes, 1 o'clock, Jason Bertidis. The reaction to the Anaheim Ducks matching the offer sheets for Leo Carlson. But we do have some reaction. We have a voice memo there, Ray, done on the Davis Honda text line. So all you do is you send the voice memo. Sean, you know how to do it? Have you send the voice memo?
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you go to your where you're sending a message, and you put in the contact 97.5 The Fanatic, 610-632-0975. Then when you go to send the text message, there's that little plus sign. This is if you're on the iPhone. You hit the little plus sign. It pops up a box, and you click the audio button, and boom, it starts recording right away. So you can message the show whenever, as somebody did right here. Listen.
All right, let me paint a little picture for you next season. Flyers, couple points out, wondering if they're going to buy or sell. Western Conference, Oilers are ravished by injuries, and just new goaltender stinks. Is a shell of himself. Boom! McDavid to the Flyers. Hit the horn. Nah, but seriously, they did show that they're willing to pay a really good center, so I'm going to start looking at the old free agencies for the following season or when contracts are up. And, 1 year left for those big name centers, and we'll see what happens. But, hey, they're going to have a great team regardless.
I agree with that. It's going to be a fun season. Flyers hockey is back.
No, definitely. It's going to be a lot of fun with the good chance that they take a step back next year.
I believe in the goalie. I believe in this front office. I believe in the fans. I believe in the coach. I believe in a lot of the young talent.
I do too.
But unfortunately, they're not on the level of the Carolina Hurricanes. I don't think the Panthers. I don't think the Lightning.
How many years away are they from being years away?
Yeah.
How many years away are they being from 2 years away? Are they a year away from being 2 years away? Or are they 2 years away from being 2 years away? Like, what are we talking about here? I feel like they've been in a rebuild for a decade.
Are they currently 2 years away?
Are they?
I don't know. That's kind of the way you should feel after they make the postseason, right? The logical build there is.
Well, not if you're taking a step back next year.
That's a bigger problem.
All right. I'm not okay with the step back.
Playoff hockey should be the norm now. That should be the expectation.
It should be the norm. No, it should be next time you, like, in the second round. Maybe you don't win the second round series, but you're fighting them.
Right.
And they actually had, even though they got swept, they put up a hell of a fight. They should have won at least one, maybe two of those games.
Yes. Yes, you're right about that. I mean, two games went to OT? I know one down there did.
They should have won the one overtime.
Yeah, but you just knew how good they were. And, of course, eventual champions. I saw the Cup. Cup is actually coming to Wildwood because of that local cat. It's heading to the shore.
When?
Stanley
Berube?
Cup.
I saw Berube's coming to town for something.
I don't know. Saw somebody promoting it. I think it was Wildwood.
Is it a real? Because I saw some other stuff on Wildwood, like the boardwalk and horses. You see the horses chasing people at the boardwalk?
Who knows what's real
Bad
and what's
scene
not
down there,
these
dude.
days.
Oh, this was real.
I thought they got a curfew. I thought it fixed everything.
Oh, they have a curfew. I can tell you that.
That's why they had the horses on the boardwalk.
Maybe chasing you out, Ray?
No. I'm over 18.
Gotcha.
I could be on that boardwalk.
Well, good for them. I like
All
that.
right, well, let's get to Brandon Graham on Good Morning Football this morning, and he was asked about retirements. This is the Q&A from the host.
This is just the A.
This is just the A. All right, so he was asked about retirement. Here it is.
That's why I'm taking my time. Honestly, I'm gonna really know this year because this is it. If it's this year or this is it, I'm just really enjoying my kids right now, working out, golfing every day, trying to just enjoy the time that I'm getting right now. I don't know what the team gonna do, but like I said, I don't want to go halfway through the season like I did last year. I would love to start in the beginning if I can. But if training camp doesn't happen, I think I'm probably wrap it up after that.
Thank you, 97.5.
It sounds like that he maybe doesn't have an answer from the Eagles if they want Brandon Graham.
What sounds like to me.
Yeah. You know what I say, Ray?
Oh, I know. You want him to play till he's 60.
Let's go. As long as he's productive, he can keep playing. Absolutely. He was productive last year.
Ray?
This is another weird Ray.
Yeah, he doesn't want to see Brandon Graham go out like on one leg, and
right.
Yeah, I feel it. I feel it for Ray on that one. It's a sad sight.
Like Jason Kelsey. Oh, because the only thing Ray can remember, not the Mummers speech after the Super Bowl, not the Hall of Fame career. He remembers them losing in the playoffs.
Him crying to Jeff Stoutland. That image haunts me. They got smoked by the Bucks. Horrible. Franchise legend deserves better than that.
And
it's too late. Brandon Graham was already out there when they lost to the Niners. We don't get the storybook ending. Now I need him to come back. Now I need him to have the storybook ending.
2-time Super Bowl champion.
Yeah.
Biggest play in franchise history.
Correct.
One of the biggest plays in franchise history. There's nothing that's gonna remove that.
Yeah, the camera didn't pan to him at the end of that game, so he's lucky. I don't have that image in my head.
He's going to be a rotational defensive end, and they better sign him too. Now, if there's not a roster spot for him, I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, don't give me that they're too deep in the defensive tackle room or defensive end room. He can play defensive tackle too at this point.
BG, 38 years old, just turned 38, April 3rd. Now, I'm not trying to say he's old because I'm older than him, much older, but at the end of the day,
Football terms.
he's old.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I'm kind of like, I'm moving on.
What?
Yeah, I'm moving on.
Why?
I'm moving on. Like Billy Joel. Like, you mean to tell me there's not
I'm moving out.
there's somebody else out there that can't give you a little bit more than BG at this age, at this point in time of his career. I choose.
That's available right now?
I choose not to believe that.
Okay.
Well, we haven't even played training. Like, training camp hasn't even happened.
All right,
we haven't.
He
preseason games.
He played in 9 games, and there were limited snaps. Don't make me look up how many snaps he played.
Understood.
All right. How many sacks did he have in those 9 games?
3.
Okay. So for a backup rotational defensive end, he got a sack in every 3 games. Go look at how many sacks the rest of the players on this team got, like Nolan Smith, in a lot more games than 9, and a lot more snaps than 9. And I'm not telling you, if he's cooked, I don't need to bring him back. I don't need nostalgia. I need enough production and nostalgia. That's what excites me.
Okay.
And he gives me both.
I love BG.
Not enough. You want him to stay away. Go there. So Ray wants him to go play with the Cowboys or something.
Oh, Ray. Come on, man. I didn't go that far.
Do I just toss this grenade and then we go to break? And then this is how it happens?
Yeah.
2 of those 3 sacks were against the Raiders. That blowout of a game against a disaster of a team.
Yeah, that's fine. And if I want to go in the game log, I'm going to find games that he's very productive. And then I'm going to look at it to the same type of player that's available out there for the same amount of snaps. And what's he doing? This dude's getting his number retired by the Eagles. And if he wants to play another year and contribute, he's not going to come in and be like, I'm Brandon Graham, I need to be a starter. He understands his role, leadership, experience, and being productive. And if you rats, you're the rat. Sean's in a different category. You're a rat. Right. Fine.
I've got the jersey, man.
In all time, no, you don't get to wear it. In all
I do
time,
get to wear it. I got the Super Bowl patch and everything.
Damn it. Is he on the Mount Rushmore of Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh, wow.
610-632-0975.
Mount Rushmore season.
Of this group, you can say Kelsey because he's a Hall of Famer. All right. I'm a BG guy over Kelsey.
Jalen Hurts is on
I am.
Mount Rushmore.
He is not.
What?
610-632-0975. We'll talk about that after Jason Martinez. The Flyers, unfortunately, are not getting Leo Carlson as the Ducks have matched the offer sheet. That's at least according to Elliot Friedman. We'll find out more from Jason coming up next. Middays with Marks.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
Carlson staying in Cali. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update. Flyers' pursuit of Leo Carlson has come to a close. The Anaheim Ducks going to match the offer sheet the Flyers gave to center Leo Carlson. It was 5 years worth up to $90 million. The offer sheet has been matched by the Ducks, so he will not be a Flyer. The Flyers' pursuit of him is over. They'll have to turn their attention elsewhere this offseason. And for that conversation, we'll talk to Jason Martinez coming up in the next segment about what the Flyers may do next, what they might be looking for. And what we're doing next also applies to the Sixers. We're going to get a chance to hear from Mike Gansey coming up 2:05 on Unfiltered. Right at the top of the show, you get a chance to hear from the 76ers, president of basketball operations. Again, Mike Gansey at 2:05 on with Unfiltered. Last night, Phillies looking ugly. The Reds, an 11-5 win over them. 4 home runs and a 5-run 4th inning for the Reds. Phillies trying to turn the page tonight. Jesus Luzardo on the mound against Brady Singer. 7:10 first pitch tonight. This update is brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. McComb Group Sports Contractors, one of the largest PVF inventories. From pipe, valve, and fittings to trusted brands, count the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn on your home for the All-Star Game and Home Run Derby. 97.5 The Fanatic and The Fanatic.
as always, brought to you by... Is this a Mercedes special?
Yeah, I felt bad I didn't do it the other day. I always like to give him something from what they play on the Flyers radio network when he comes on. I think the other day we had him coming back to like Heat Waves by Glass Animals, and I was
No,
like,
that's not Mercedes.
that's not Mercedes at all.
You can keep it up a little bit. This definitely is good. 1 o'clock hour brought to you by Morgenstern Hair Restorations. Great teams stick together. So does great hair. Morgenstern Hair Restoration. Championship results. 3 locations. Ballackinwood, Lancaster, Wayne, Pennsylvania. Morgensternhair.com. Morgan with an E. Morgensternhair.com. 610-831-HAIR. But this man has no hair. And he's a part of the Flyers radio network. As the breaking news, the Ducks have matched the offer sheet for Leo Carlson. And Jason Bertidis joins us live on Zoom right now. What's up, Jason?
First time, long time.
So we were talking earlier this week, and you said that a lot of times teams take this down to the very last minute. The Ducks did not do that. This is according to Elliot Friedman. Everything that you're hearing, is this what you're hearing as well? The Ducks are going to match the offer sheet?
Yeah, they put it out officially on their Twitter that, Leo's back for 5 years, and they had a quote from the owner, the Samuelis, and also a quote from Pat Verbeek. No quote from Leo Carlson in that he may be back home in Sweden at this point, or I doubt it because he was here to sign a sheet. But, it's a done deal. He's going back to Anaheim. The Flyers' 4 first-round picks over the next 4 consecutive years will remain theirs, along with that Toronto Maple Leafs unprotected pick in either the 27 or 28 draft. It's still to be determined which one they'll have it in. Likely 27. But, yeah, it's a failed attempt. And I know, kind of the instant reaction. I feel it, too. And I don't ever want to tell fans kind of what to feel or what to think. But the instant reaction is that we lost something. This happens when you lose something you never actually had. But that's the feeling, right? Because you see the player, you know what kind of player he is. And was it an overpayment at first? Of course. That's what it takes to get a guy like that. And for it not to come all the way to fruition and for him to be returning to the Ducks stings because you have visions. Now, that's the 1C you wanted, the big pivot up the middle and, a 21-year-old franchise center. And you feel like you lost something you never had, and that stings a little bit. But that's sports, and you're putting yourself out there, right, and allowing yourself to dream for a moment.
Yeah, and when he signs the contract, then it's a matter of it's out of your control. But still, it's natural to say, okay, here's what the lines look like now. Here's what you're getting with this player, and so that's what you do.
He signed the contract.
Yes, he signed it, right.
He chose there were 4 offer sheets. One was 7 years, and he chose the Flyers. You're like, oh, man, this is great, Somebody picked us for a change. We're used to being spurned, right?
Yeah.
Well,
not this time.
To a point, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I guess let's stay with this because I don't want to ask what's next. We'll get to that. But, I'm not trying to hang the Briere banner that he tried, but it means something to me that they were aggressive, right? And they have to be aggressive because these free agents don't happen like they used to, right, Jason? So I guess my big picture question would be, how much credit does Danny Briere and Keith Jones deserve for at least taking a shot at this?
Yeah, put Danny Holford in ownership in there, too, because when you're making a decision to that level,
very true.
You got to get the sign-off of the big dogs, 18 mil. So, yeah, they all stepped up to the plate on this, and ultimately it didn't work, and that's where it's out of their hands. The team does have the first right of refusal. But to me, it says 3 things, really important things. Number one, it says that, hey, this premier player was available for an offer sheet. He got multiple, and he chose the Flyers. So I read into that there's a perception. Yeah, it was a lot of money, and there was more term on another one, but he still chose the Flyers. So obviously that puts the organization in a good view and a good light from a player perspective. Also, going down the road, every player in the NHL is very keenly aware that they just offered a 21-year-old to be the highest paid hockey player of all time at $18 million a year and $39 million in the first year. Every player notices that, and that doesn't just fly over their head. So whether this is planting a seed when Connor McDavid wants out of Edmonton, whatever it might be, I'm going too far down the road, but they all know that the Flyers are not messing around. And number 3, it's Danny Briere planting a flag that he went down a road with an offer sheet that not a lot of GMs would get the permission to do from their owner. And he went down that road and really put the screws to Anaheim. It shows other GMs around the league that this team's not screwing around.
Yeah.
When there's a big name out there, like the Eagles and Howie Roseman, expect the Flyers to be in the mix because they clearly showed that they're at an inflection point, that they're ready to add a premier talent to this organization, and they will go to very, very big pockets to do it.
Yep, and it might be more of a veteran next time, but it's clear they know they need their best player, right, at this point?
Yeah, they're not oblivious to the fact that they need a number one center, right? That's a great point, John, because that's what it shows. The awareness, like I always knew they were aware of that, but the awareness that this is actions beyond the words of the awareness that they know they need a premier player up the middle for this team to ultimately have success.
Yeah, it's like in the NFL when you know you need a franchise quarterback. The problem is you just can't snap your fingers and that guy's going to appear. And I guess that's the next question is, what do they do now? Is this, we took a shot, we're not going to force it because the player's not there. And Danny Briere said last Thursday that he said that, there's a good chance we take a little bit of a step back. But, are they going to try to make the best move that's available right now, or are they really true to what they're trying to do in building the team?
Look, they have not cut any corners. I always say, like, the team in the past, whenever they went through a rebuild, they never called it that, first of all. I think Ed Snyder would have broke out in hives when he was alive, if you heard that word. But they've never microwaved any of it. You know what happens when you microwave a pizza? It tastes like microwave pizza. You're chewing gum, right?
No good.
You got to slow cook the pizza. You got to do it properly.
What about a micro bake? Because I like to do the half microwave and then you put it in the air fryer.
John,
it's not bad.
See, you're reading my mind. I do that with the Ilios and the Celeste. It's not bad. At late night. It's only late night, though. But no, they haven't cut any corners because they've said all along, and in my private conversations too, I'll reveal it, that we're not building this thing the kind of way that we did in the 2010s, where we go to the playoffs one year, get knocked out in the first round, miss the next, go back. Like, that doesn't do them any good. They want to build a good, sustainable Stanley Cup winning caliber team for a decade because it's really hard to win a cup. You look at Colorado, how good they are. They've won one with that group. Yeah. So it's really hard. And that's what you hope to do is put yourself in position to do that on a number of occasions and get one or two or however many you can. So, yeah, I don't envision them cutting any corners. Plus, Keith Jones said this to me not this past December, but the December before when I interviewed him one time. He said, you don't go out and get the best available player and pay for him. You go out and you wait for the best player for your situation. Not the best available, because the best available is just a lot of what's available right now.
Right.
It's where you got to be prudent and wait to get the best. And I think that's what they'll do. And I think that would be the prudent move right now. You can't force a move. And who's out there available? You can say, well, offer sheet Fantilli. You could do that, but he's not Leo Carlson, but he's damn good.
Right.
Drop the puck.
I wouldn't just shift this offer sheet to him. I wouldn't pay him 18.
I was saying it a little bit more with enthusiasm, exuberance if they were able to get Carlson. But still, though, there's a lot to be excited about this team. We know that. And you know what, Jason? Flyers fans are right there. Because that video we did with you earlier this week got tremendous views, and rightfully so. We're talking about the highest paid player in the NHL potentially putting on a Flyers uniform, so there was a lot of excitement and buzz behind it. Let me ask you this, because we did play the Briere cut just before you hopped on where he said, hey, potentially we could take a step back, and I'm paraphrasing there. What was your takeaway from when Danny Briere addressed the media and said exactly those words? Was it more GM speak, just cautious with the approach? And, hey, man, we appreciate the enthusiasm, but we got to be real. It's difficult to win in the NHL. What was your takeaway when Briere said that potentially this team could take a step back?
Look, I don't think he does a lot of messaging through the media. I think he's honest. And Danny played in the league for a long time. Any team could take a step back. Look, the Devils made the playoffs a couple of years ago, won a round, and they've been back since. And they got Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, they got Dougie Hamilton. They made moves to try and make themselves better. It's a tough league in a 32-team league. it's not the old days where everybody makes the playoffs in hockey. Well, there were 16 teams that made it, and there was only 21 teams in the league, so that wasn't far off. You know, it's a different league now. Half get in, half don't, and it's tight, and everybody's trying to get better. When he said it, you know, I thought to myself, well, I probably wouldn't have said it, but I think that Danny is a little bit, you know, he's honest, very honest sometimes. It's just the way he is, his disposition. It's why I loved covering him as a player, because he was very honest, but he was never malicious in intent or overly intense where it came off as agenda-driven. I think he's more of a conversationalist. Yeah, we could stay. We're prepared for that, and we'll have to pivot because you got to see. There's a lot of question marks when you have as many young players on your team, your second youngest team in the league. There's going to be that fear of, hey, we could take a step back because players may not take the next step next year. They may take it later because, you know, development and it is not a linear line straight up. Oftentimes it goes up and then it comes down and it goes up again. So it's not a straight line up. And like I said the other day, you got to see how Mishkov bounces back, how Martone does in a full year and all these parts of the equation, the goaltending and everything. And that will determine it next year. But the team's got to develop identity right away in the season, which is going to start a little earlier in September this year, 84-game schedule. You got to develop that identity right away, and don't be chasing it like next year like you did this year.
All right.
You're not going to get away with that multiple years.
I like that.
There he is. He's done it again. Jason Martinez. Jason, percentage chance LeBron James signs with the Sixers?
I'll go coin flip.
50. Oh, he's up to 50.
Ooh. Yeah.
All right. Even Bob Cooney said 20 or 25, right? Something like that.
I mean, I look at it, I go, what's LeBron now as a player, right? But it's still LeBron. Like, it's a huge story. And anytime anybody picks Philadelphia, that's got a huge, like, I'm all over it. I love it. Because we're so, everybody hates us, and when somebody picks us, it feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And damn it, the Philadelphia sports fan needs to feel good. I'm tired of this. We got the Eagles, and they make us feel good a lot.
Good. Make me feel good.
Yeah, make me feel good. And by the way, thanks to Ray for that clip of Orion from Metallica on the way in. That's good work, Ray. Although I am a big Christopher Cross fan.
Hey, Ray. That's your sailing guy?
Yeah, that's.
I love Christopher Cross.
Well, we might do Butt Rock Friday. I don't know if that's coming back, but Yacht Rock.
Butt Rock?
Oh, Butt Rock's right in your wheelhouse too.
No,
I like big butts, and I cannot lie.
No,
it's Creed.
It's Creed. It's
Nickelback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Take
guys.
me higher.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're right. He is not a butt rocker. That's
He's
for sure.
he's Pantera and heavy metal.
We go heavy over here, Sean.
I love it.
You hear some butt rock coming out of this home studio, you can assume the old lady's down here, not me.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see your wife being Motley Crue.
Oh yeah.
Like Sean. Sean's
Oh,
a
I
Motley
liked it.
Crue.
We were singing a little Home Sweet Home on our way to Pittsburgh this weekend.
So good.
Oh, nice.
I was out there preaching the gospel of Leo Carlson, and now I'm home here, hat in hand.
Damn, man. Did you know Tommy Lee played the keys on Home Sweet Home?
He did.
Did you? There you go.
Yeah. Remember that from the video back in the
Oh,
day?
who could forget?
My guy.
Yeah.
Mert.
All right, there he is. Jason Martinez. Jason, thank you, buddy.
Boys, great job. I'll be listening, and I appreciate you guys having me on.
Of course.
He's sailing away.
You're our Flyers insider. He sails. Here it is.
Takes me away to where I always could be.
Oh,
It's all my mix.
It's beautiful.
For a long time, Jason, I have a Yacht Rock mix, and my little girl, my 5-year-old, would say, Daddy, I want to listen to Yacht Rock. So when we lay in bed falling asleep, this is the second song.
The vocal is so good. He's such a good singer.
It's so smooth. Really is.
It is. Listen to the words too. They'll take you away to a place you knew you could be.
well, I need to be
At
taken
least
away.
It's not for me.
All right, get out of here. There he is, Jason
Take him
Martinez.
away. We missed out on Claude Giroux returning. Carlson. I was getting hype. I was getting fired up.
Who are your top 3 Leos? DiCaprio?
Oh, definitely. He almost made my top 5
Carlin?
Americans. Leo.
Leo from
Uncle Leo.
It's Uncle Leo's going Pesci.
Yeah, there you
Pesci
go.
character. What was it? Was that what do you call it? Danny Glover, Mel Gibson. think his name was Leo in the not Die Hard. Yeah.
Leo was in Seinfeld, too. Uncle Leo.
Yeah, Uncle Leo's definitely in consideration.
Wasn't there a Leo? Here's a throwback for you. The Saved by the Bell when they were on the beach. Wasn't there like a Leo that ran the place?
Is the college years?
Yes, the college years.
Sounds familiar.
Famous Leos. Leo! That's a good name, man. Leo's a good name.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon. Leo, I'm telling you, Leo was it 2 or 3? It was Joe Pesci's character.
Now, you can't look up famous Leos.
Leo
Da
Getz.
Vinci?
Leo Da Vinci's got to be on the list.
Because then it goes into, the sign.
The sign, yeah, that's where I'm stuck
That's
right
where-
now.
Oh, darn. Well, there you go. How about Carlson? Any Carlsons? Cody Carlson? Remember Cody Carlson? He was a quarterback he was a run and shoot quarterback for the Oilers, I think.
Oh.
Cody Carlson.
How about that?
There's Arthur Carlson. You know Arthur Carlson?
Oh, I know Arthur. Yep.
Arthur Carlson is the general manager of WKRP in Cincinnati.
We didn't hear from Arthur since Team USA got eliminated.
Yeah, he was probably too disappointed to call in. I thought we took care of that.
Well, we did. I got this one.
All right. Well, there you go. A lot of people are disappointed in it is deflating because Jason said it perfectly. And remember when the Phillies didn't get Bo Bichette? It was like they just got rid of the player that we always wanted.
Yeah.
But they never had him. But we thought they were going to get him, and thank God they didn't. Seriously, aren't we glad they didn't get Bichette?
Oh God, yeah, yeah.
It's stuck with that long contract. He's a bad defender.
Because it would have been a much different contract than what the Mets had to give.
Yeah, you would have given the 7 years.
Correct.
Bohm has 11 home runs now, I think.
One more than Bo Bichette.
Wow.
The power's been pretty good with Bohm. He's been really good the last month and a half.
I told you to believe in Bohm.
No one could say it more than you.
That's it.
Screamed it from the mountaintops.
Boom, boom, boom. What is he? 222 batting average. He's killing it.
Trey Turner, same number of home runs as Bo Bichette.
There you go.
Jeez.
Dire.
So how about this? Just because I want to get this in here. I saw they continue the rankings on ESPN.com for the position groups.
Okay.
Today's defensive tackle. So can you guess who the top defensive tackles are in the NFL? And where does Jalen Carter rank on that list? Sean Brace and Ray Dunn.
Oh, that's a good question.
What do you think?
That is a good question.
So I'll let you think that. So you say 4, Ray?
I'm saying 4.
He's not number 1. I will let you in on that.
Chris Jones immediately comes to your mind.
Chris Jones is 4.
Okay. How about that former Eagle great, Milton Williams, who had a great season last year?
Number 1, Leonard Williams.
Leonard Williams.
Number 2, Jeffrey Simmons, who just signed that big contract.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter, number 3.
Oh, okay.
Carter is one of the toughest evaluations among the top 10. He is immensely talented and has made 2 Pro Bowls. All but one of his votes were in the top 7. But his pass rush prowess is modest, which is 13.5 sacks during his 3-year career. His production dipped in 2025 with 3 sacks and 5 tackles for a loss, though he did bat down 6 passes, which tied for the most among defensive tackles. He's a problem, a veteran NFL defensive coach said. He's a game wrecker. You feel his presence out there consistently. Another coordinator says he flashes 10 times a game, but he gets dragged too far. He gets dragged far too often by average players.
Ooh, I like that. Let's stir it up a little bit. Give him some motivation this offseason.
So he's not consistent enough.
Agreed. He does see a ton of double teams, but that's no excuse. The greats do see that. And I would like to see those quarterback sack numbers go up, of course.
Yeah, you need 6 or 7.
Like to get that number. And then he's in play for Defensive Player of the Year if he gets up to that number.
Highest ranking was number 2. Lowest ranking was 9 for Jalen Carter. Chris Jones 4, as I said. Derek Brown 5 of the Panthers. Quentin Williams, Cowboys 6.
He was a big difference when he was traded over.
Sure was.
Huge difference.
Dexter Lawrence 7. Zach Allen 8. Milton Williams 9.
Wow, that's low. I would have had him higher.
He only played 12 games last year, though.
Yeah, he dealt with
Good
some
player.
injury. But when he was out there, he was a game wrecker.
Number 10, Jordan Davis.
I was wondering if we had 2. I was wondering if we had 2 in the top 10. There you go.
Highest ranking 5, lowest ranking not ranked. An NFL coordinator said he's just so bleeping strong and consistent. He's gotten better as he's gotten older, and he's in better shape. Carter is a better talent, but Davis had the better season, a veteran NFL defensive coach said. I honestly think that if you have Jordan Davis and he's your top defensive tackle, you're good. Hey, man, listen.
He's top 10.
Let me tell you something. Jalen Carter better have a better season this year than last year, or they should think long and hard about signing him to a $40 million contract.
Like where your mind's at.
Because if you can get multiple draft picks, including a first and then close to a first, they'll think about it. For sure.
I like that.
610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Karate Mark checks in next. I saw he was on vacation with his wife, and I think he was there with his mom in Spain.
They were across the way. Yeah, I saw him before he left.
And the news dropped in Philly when the Jaylen Brown trade happened. We'll get Karate Mark, his reaction to everything coming up. Also, Don Mattingly asked on the ESPN broadcast last night about becoming the Phillies' permanent manager after this year, and his answer was interesting. We'll play it coming up next. Middays with Marks, 97.5.
Now on 97.5 The Fanatic Sports Update.
No, Leo. I'm Ray Dunn with this Fanatic Sports Update, and the Flyers lost out on Leo Carlson. If you want to look at it that way, the offer sheet that he signed with the Flyers, 5 years, $90 million, was matched by the Anaheim Ducks, so the Ducks will keep Leo Carlson. The Flyers will keep their 4 first-round picks. We just talked to Jason Martinez about the whole situation with the Flyers, and what about just looking at this from the perspective of the league after the Flyers try to move like this?
It shows other GMs around the league that this team's not screwing around. When there's a big name out there, like the Eagles and Howie Roseman, expect the Flyers to be in the mix because they clearly showed that they're at an inflection point, that they're ready to add a premier talent to this organization.
You'll be able to listen and watch back our conversation with Jason Martinez on our website and our YouTube channel very soon. 76ers still looking to add. Could they add LeBron James? Well, that's a question maybe for Mike Gansey coming up at 2:05. He will join Unfiltered. The president of basketball operations joining Unfiltered, talking about the offseason so far. Of course, that Jaylen Brown trade coming up in just about 40 minutes' time. This update is brought to you by the McComb Group. Visit McCombGroup.com. The McComb Group Sports Contracts are one of the largest PVF inventories for pipe, valve, and fittings. Trusted brands. Count the McComb Group to help you stay on schedule. Visit McCombGroup.com today. I'm Ray Dunn in your home for the Sixers, Flyers, and Union. 97.5 The Fanatic and the Fanatic app.
All right, we're back middays with Marks, 97.5 The Fanatic. Let's do this. All right? Because Karate Mark, I want to talk about this, what Mattingly said, which I thought was interesting. Karate Mark joins us right now. He's returned from Spain.
How about that?
I saw Karate Mark was on my flight to Disney. Him and his lovely wife, Alicia.
I remember that.
Loves traveling, as I would too. Karate Mark.
Yes, I do love traveling. And like you said, this time we were with my mother. Hit up, I'm going to say, every square inch of that country. We started in Madrid, did kind of like a counterclockwise circle through the whole country, ended up in Barcelona. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Philadelphia cream cheese is extremely popular out there.
Is that right?
Really?
I'm eating some of the best, they call it jamon. I'm eating some of the best charcuteries, the thin sliced Spanish meats and these amazing cheeses. Like the amount of baguettes and charcuteries I ate last week was enough to last me a year. And I swear to God, on every menu, right next to it was some sort of Philadelphia cream cheese option. It was every end of the country. In this city, that city, all of them.
Amazing. How was Barcelona? That your favorite? Where was your favorite?
Barcelona is an animal. Barcelona, they said when we were going in there, you're basically going into the New York of Spain. So Barcelona is insanely crowded. Hustle mans everywhere. Very, very aggressive. But the nightlife out there is bananas. My wife and I, we were at a club called Opium. We left around 4 in the morning.
Great name.
It was just too crowded. 4 in the morning, it was too crowded. So I guess that's when the old heads left, around 4. Barcelona is bananas.
Very
bananas.
Cool. So where were you when you heard the Jaylen Brown trade? And I don't think there's one Sixers fan that wasn't shocked when it came down, right?
So I couldn't tell you what city I was in. It was the middle of the night. We're at an Irish pub. We're hanging out, watching Belgium versus Senegal, and the whole place is packed with Belgium fans. And, you know, it's a party. It's a European party at a bar, and it's awesome. Belgium wins. The place goes nuts, kind of clears out a little bit, and everybody went from, like, locked into a sporting event to, like, now just, like, sitting down, having conversation, sipping on their drinks. It's a very, very chill environment. Alicia gets up and she goes to the bathroom, and my phone starts going. I pick it up and I see the trade. I'm like thinking the same thing everybody else is. Like, nah, this ain't real, but no, this is coming from Shams. And like, oh my God. So I throw my phone at her because she sees me like, oh my God, what's the matter? I toss my phone over to her. I'm like, please tell me if this is real or not. She goes, oh my God. So I start banging on the table like, yes. Meanwhile, it's been quiet in here for the past 20 minutes. So we're getting looks like, what's going on? I jump up out of my chair, and I just run to the first guy in front of me, and I'm like, the bleeping Sixers just got Jaylen bleeping Brown. And he goes, okay? And I'm like, the Sixers just got Jaylen Brown. And he just throws his hands up in the air and goes, Jaylen Brown. And so we're just now cheersing our drinks with a bunch of strangers that they're now joining our party. Alicia and I had to leave the bar and just walk the streets, and we were literally dancing and singing, and now LeBron might come to town. Oh, my God.
Dude, and Mark, great to talk to you, buddy.
You're the man.
Yeah, Sean and I were talking about this, and I was thinking about this morning. Like, doesn't it feel like there's a really good chance LeBron's coming here? No one's really taking it seriously. Everybody's just expecting he's going to go to Cleveland. Cleveland would be such an ordinary choice for a guy that wants to be considered the best of all time. I don't know. Like, really? He's just going to go back to Cleveland and play with James Harden? I don't know, man. I have a hard time believing that's just what he's going to do.
I've started to let myself believe, for all being honest here, in the trust tree here. I've started to let myself, release the inhibitions here and start really thinking about the fact that he could be a Sixer. I've envisioned the black jersey on him, buying
the
it.
throwback Iverson jersey from 2001.
Yeah,
Holy
I've been thinking
crap.
about it. I've been thinking a lot about it. That opening presser.
Running down the floor.
John Clark trying to get him at the airport.
So this is really. Oh yeah, I'm sure he's going to be flying commercially. But like just from my standpoint, and I've been nervous doing an interview before, but I've never been fully intimidated. You get nervous, you get butterflies before big interviews. If we happen to be at the facility and there was a press conference and they brought him over to do a hit on the show, man, I'm spooked just thinking about it right now.
Do you call him LeBron? Do you call him Bron? Do you call him King? King.
I don't call him King. I might go Bron. Ray.
Mr. James.
I don't go Mr. James.
Sir?
And also, like, do you try to be funny, and then if it falls flat, then
you go.
He doesn't laugh at you.
LeBron, it's about damn time you signed with us. No, you flirted with us.
No, but see, Sean was saying if LeBron signs here, he gets a tattoo. Believe.
Yeah. No, I got to get witness.
Excuse me, witness, not believe. Yeah. There you go. And he's saying he would have to do it right away to show him at the press conference.
Correct.
But does he show LeBron at the press conference, and LeBron's like, "What the hell's wrong with you?
You're crazy."
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
But that's all right.
Did we ask him what he thought of Malvern Prep? How close Bronny was
Right.
to wanting to play for Malvern Prep?
Yeah, the townhomes that you were looking at over there by Exton Station.
I'm going to ask him if Bryce is transferring to Temple. Can I do that?
There is. I don't want to pour cold water, excuse me, on the discussion here, but there is now a Cleveland sports radio host that is yelling that my source has been correct before, and he just reached out to me last night and told me LeBron and Bronny are both coming home. Again, these are the things that have been said, so we don't know. I just think I'm going to put a little bit more stock into the fact that Bob Myers did his due diligence this past year, is a four-time NBA champion, as we have heard Mr. Harris say a few times.
we have a four-time NBA champion.
Thank you. And that connection with the player approach, the focus on building a championship team here. Like, dude, Colin Cowherd said right now that this would be the best starting five that LeBron would ever play with in the NBA if he went to the Sixers.
Well, it's certainly the best opportunity right now to win another title.
I'm not going to disagree with Cowherd today. We're calling his right.
Yeah.
What did he say?
He said that put the Heatles to the side. This would be the number one.
So he said it's the best. Well, I don't believe it.
Are you disagreeing with Colin?
Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, two Hall of Famers.
Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe.
Okay, like it's a good
Dean
discussion.
Wade.
Oh man, you can't forget about Dean. Nick in Elkins Park. Nick, how do you feel about this, buddy?
What's going on, John? What's going on, Sean?
Yo.
What up?
Oh, by the way, Petrilli was a great time. Did a bachelor party and a wedding with him six weeks ago.
Man, listen,
Oh,
we're
awesome.
just a pit stop in Petrilli. This dude's gonna be.
He's now like a part of this gig. He's just representing Fanatics. He's doing it all.
Gonna be in the White House.
He's the man.
BP the Great, I call him.
Him and Ray. It's our world. Their world. We're
Dude,
living in it.
young whippersnappers taking over the world.
It's BP's world.
Yep.
So what I want to say about the LeBron thing is, maybe it's not that I think he's going to come to Philadelphia, but what I think is interesting about LeBron, if you just look at how he exists in pop culture, I do think he has a way of going towards what is the shiny object a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And to John's point, why would you go back to Cleveland? Just knowing that he kind of has that vibe. If I'm him, Philly's the hottest sports city of the last 10 years. I mean, we got World Cup, we got multiple Super Bowls, we went to the World Series. The Sixers and the Flyers are always doing something.
Take that, Josh Hart.
If I'm LeBron, I'm going to Philadelphia, and I'm going to try to put the final stamp on my legacy. And it's winning a championship here. I don't know. Name another city, an NBA city, that a title would mean more than a 40-plus year drought here.
It's hard.
The gravity of this title would be absolutely like a legendary his legacy.
Yeah, it cements his legacy.
Oh,
You're right.
yeah.
But you know what? Because I thought Philadelphia's a great city. Does he want to? Because if he's going to live in cold weather, is he going to want to live in Philadelphia, right, or South Jersey, or wherever? I'm just telling you, I don't think Cleveland's a great destination other than being his hometown.
Yeah,
I don't.
And the thing is, though, it's like there is a little bit of just raw logistics. I'm sure he already has a property in Cleveland.
Oh, he's still
that
got
area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like there is some of the nuts and bolts to it. But if you just look at it from Bob Myers talking to Rich Paul and Max and, just the facts on the basketball court and the history behind it, I mean, I think it makes all the sense in the world. look at how Philadelphia has been on an upward trajectory in pop culture and sports for the last decade.
Yeah,
and
right.
I don't think LeBron can ignore that.
I don't know if he's seen it. Nick, appreciate it. I don't know if he sees it. Coming up, we'll play the manually cuts. We have Glenn that wants to talk about LeBron.
Oh, and I got something big out of the household. My wife is ecstatic about some news that broke last night.
YouTube chat recap, Middays with Marks 97.5.
whatever Dave wants to do in that regard. But yeah, I think I would like to do it.
That's Don Mattingly. I don't think you can go back to being the bench coach, right? After you take over for Rob Thompson, and you're gonna.
I don't think he would. No.
Right. Well, I don't think you can. I wouldn't, unless I didn't want to be the manager, and I wanted to be the bench coach, and I took over because they asked me to do it. But it doesn't seem like that's where he's at.
Yeah.
Based on his answer.
Yeah, I think the cat's out of the bag with this one. Either Donnie's going to be the guy or he's not. Can I give my answer?
Yeah.
We don't have to give that answer. Like, let's see. So hold up. Like, we're in no rush. We know that if we're going to maybe list odds right now as the next manager for the Philadelphia Phillies upcoming season, it's going to be Alex Cora as the favorite right now.
For sure.
But
honestly, I don't know. I mean, all right, if they win a round in the playoffs, is he back?
So I went and looked it up. Rob Thompson, it was after they beat the Cardinals, was when they announced they gave him the 2-year extension as manager. And the interim tag came off. So he went into the wild card series as the interim.
But they also didn't have somebody that – there's not an insider out there that doesn't say that Dombrowski and Cora more or less was like, I want to take the rest of the year off because I'm getting paid anyway. And then next year. The Phillies already made a hard play for him, knowing Mattingly was already the bench coach.
Dombrowski changed the sheets, made the bed. He had the guest room all ready for Alex Cora to stay with him for this season if he wanted it.
Oh, yeah. I like that analogy. Nice work. I hate changing sheets.
All right, so let's say that they don't win the World Series. But
how often do you change your sheets, Ray?
Once every 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You do?
I do.
As a single guy, once a year maybe, Sean? You know what I mean?
The things were stiff.
Right, yeah. No, but seriously, as a single guy, you're changing your sheets every 2 weeks?
I washed them once a month.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, about that. About that, yeah.
My ex get on me about that, so that was.
No, but it's also like, if you're dating a girl who's over a lot, they're not going to let you just.
No, yeah.
Right, yeah. So I got into a good routine, and that's one thing about me I've kept up.
Nice work.
Sorry. Did you see that? Ex-girlfriend was making him do laundry.
Ooh.
Look at Ray. By the way, Carrie Mullen Massage got a lot of hits.
Nice.
On her radio appearance.
Looking for love in all the right places. Right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Middays and Marks. I like that.
It goes down in the field.
Hey.
What else do we have? Oh, Glenn. So let's get Glenn in Wallingford in here. Glenn, go ahead. What's up?
Hey, stop picking on my boy Ray, man. He keeps a tight ship over there, man.
He does. He tries.
You know what? Screw Ray. Screw Ray. Ray's all. Everybody loves Ray. Oh, Ray.
Good
Ray,
show.
Ray. You know what? No. I got picked on for a long time at the beginning of my radio career. I'm gonna start being mean.
You can pick on him, but Ray's the man. That's all right.
Ray is the man. We love him.
So here was this was even before the Jaylen Brown trade went down, and I was thinking like, hey, listen, how could you get LeBron here, right? But now it's even more of a thing that could happen. I would have sit down with the Sixer representatives. You bring out Dr. J, right, and you say, listen, LeBron, I've loved your career. I really would love to have you to bring a championship back to Philadelphia. Say, this is what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to take down my number 6 out of the rafters and let you wear the number 6 like you did early in your career, and see what he would say. I mean, come on, if you're LeBron, doesn't you just kind of like start getting like hairs on your arms go up just thinking about that?
Doc offers to take his number out of retirement and hand it over to you as you get introduced. Wow, that'd be something.
Glenn, I dig it. I hope you're on the horn with the folks over at the Sixers. Let's get Dr. J on the cell.
We got to run, but thank you. I'm starting to. If I was what was that? My highest percentage of LeBron's coming. It's now pretty low. It's getting lower. Barkley said the other day when asked about it, he almost laughed at LeBron coming here.
And Barkley's never been wrong. You're right about that.
No, I don't know, Ray.
I'm not. I haven't moved.
Yesterday at the outset of the show that you know more ball than Charles Barkley.
40%, Ray. Ray, I haven't budged. I'm at 40.
No, I feel. You know what? So if this is where I'm at. If Bron doesn't sign here, I'm going to be really disappointed because I've already talked myself into dreaming about it.
I'm going to have to bring you back up because, like I said, there's a lot to like about this team right now. Jaylen Brown is going to be a monster. He's going to be an extreme difference maker from the jump.
All right, YouTube chat recap, then we finish off with something with Sean. Go ahead.
It's time for The YouTube chat recap.
How about filling us in? Let me tell you something else, man.
Watch us live on YouTube every single weekday.
I can't lie. Let me tell you something.
It's the Middays with Marks YouTube chat recap.
Brace is calling a Morocco win. Well, 4-1 France it is then. Dawood from the chat.
You were hot early in the tournament.
And
You
then,
lost.
and then USA has completely taken me off my game. But with that being said, if you want to take Morocco's look good. It's not a stretch to say that they can pull off the upset. France is favored for a reason. There's no money to be made on France. There's money to be made on Morocco. Do what you want, all right? Do what you want, Dawood. Let's go Morocco.
All right, what's next?
Briere is right. They overachieved last season. They will take a step back, considering Washington got much better. Justin from the chat.
I don't know nothing enough about it, all that stuff, but
I just think Danny was being, like Martita said, speaking truthfully, and it's difficult to win in that league. And Danny's was a great player. Played on some really good teams.
no doubt. What's next?
My theory with LeBron is he's going to announce he's coming to Philly during the All-Star game. He's coming out in a 76ers jersey. Mike from the chat.
Yeah, that'd be something. How does he announce it?
By stepping to the dish and taking a swing in the home run derby.
How did he announce he was going back to Cleveland? He didn't have a decision.
It was a magazine. And he didn't say a word about Lakers. He just signed because he couldn't rub Cleveland the wrong way.
Right.
Dude, you trust me. Just say you're coming to Philly. We'll handle the rest.
No, and I just wonder if he has a special.
Oh, if he's going back home for the Swan song, yeah. Good luck.
Decision part 2. This time he picks Cleveland.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's probably it, right? Good call.
Just a couple that would be full circle.
Right
No,
the
it'd be
wrongs.
great if he had the decision part 2, and then he said, "I'm taking my talents to the city of brotherly love,
South Philly.
Oh, that'd be something. And he would screw Cleveland again. That'd be perfect.
I'll start every show blowing dust up in the air.
Okay.
Every
On
show.
top of the tattoo.
On top of the tattoo. Damn.
What's next?
Eagles fans fill up SoFi when they're out there most of the time. It feels like an Eagles game. Josh Hart doesn't know anything. If Bayless from the chat.
Yeah, but he's saying that the Knicks fans did that to us. What we do to other stadiums. That's why I said Eagles fans. He's questioning 76ers fans. And listen,
I could get down with we took our reputation took a hit.
Yep.
We took a hit. I've been saying it. Oh, well. And I put my hand in the air because I could have went down there and I didn't.
now is he saying that because A, that's his personality, B, he always felt left out because of the Villanova, you're not a part of Philadelphia.
That's part of it.
From Ray and his cronies that do that stuff.
I mean, if you're so upset about it, Josh, just talk to us about it, all right?
He's such a troll.
Let's talk through it.
They're all trolls. They really are.
Yeah.
Everybody on a podcast is just a troll. It's the only way you can get people to engage.
That's
Just
why
troll.
we're the show you trust.
That's right.
We're
It's
not
true.
trolls.
We don't troll.
All right, what's next?
This was a win-win for Briere. He either got his 1C or is screwing Anaheim when it comes to paying Cutter. Ryan from the chat.
Ah, that's pretty funny.
Yep.
It definitely screws them. You think about that. They offered him $12 million, apparently came up to 15. Now you got to give him 18. That's a lot of scratch. Good luck. Could I tell you the one piece of news?
Please.
Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this breaking news?
This is breaking news that the one and only Connor Story from the great Heated Rivalry has been Emmy nominated, and it is huge in the Brace household. My wife is ecstatic. We're going to be watching it. We're going to be hosting a viewing party for the Emmys because of not Connor Stallions, Connor Story. Heated Rivalry, the gay hockey show.
Right.
The white guy, the Russian. Yeah, he got.
So does this excite her to where then she's interested in like, hey, let's go. Why don't we head upstairs?
Oh, I told her I'm going to make her a tuna melt because that's what they do in the show, and she goes, "That's the energy I need." We were whispering. Oh yeah, I'm telling you that night, I'm absolutely getting lucky. That night, if he wins, dude. I mean, it might be a full 90.
So hold on. So if the hockey player gets lucky, typically you get lucky.
Correct.
Really?
Yes. If this dude gets lucky, I'm getting lucky, guaranteed. Book it, Dano.
I didn't. Ray, of all the things I thought I'd heard on today's show, Sean offering to make his wife a tuna melt was not one of them.
Oh, I
And that
love it.
apparently being something that's super hot in that household, too.
Well, no, I've never made a tuna melt, but that's what they do in the show, Ray. That's what they do in the show.
Tuna melts.
That's what you do for love.
We're going to the cabin. Let's go.
No bueno. Tuna melt.
Connor Stallion.
Coming up next, Connor's story. Connor Steins is who? Is that the coach?
No, he's the guy that got caught spying.
Yeah, the coach. The for Michigan.
This cat is
Harbaugh.
Connor's story.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, there you go.
I like Connor Stallions better. Coming up next, Ricky Metallico, Bill Colarulo, Unfiltered. Talk to you, Marcy.